Necromunda in Lowlife 2090. I hope it's streaming to the right thing. Let me double check.
I see Unlucky Rolls is live.
I want it on the YouTube channel and saying the right thing. That's what I'm looking for. In case it isn't obvious, we've been fighting technical difficulties. Close enough. It has the right name.
Woo! Wait, are we live?
Yeah,
We've
we
also
are.
been fighting.
Wait, this is
Doc
Close
can
en-
touch anything.
no. We've already established that he cannot.
Well, we have a vote now of, Manny Swift. I think Pixie said no. I could see him just being out of the vote entirely.
What
vote
are we talking
now.
about?
Is that answer, is it?
Should Doc Corvus be allowed to touch things?
Oh, yeah, no, let Doc Corvus touch things. He normally gets things right.
No.
Alright, no.
He normally
I mean-
does.
I like how
he just-
everyone's
he
trying to
only
have a
exploded
democratic
one
vote, and then
thing.
all of a sudden Pixie voices his opinion, and he's just shut down.
I mean,
Freedom of speech is an illusion. Come on
It's
now.
What are you talking
50-50.
about? This is just American democracy.
what's the alternative? Like,
If
you want me to...
anyone voices the wrong opinion, they get shut down.
The alternative, anyone other than Doc handles the Archeotech.
I am fine with that rule.
Okay.
Why are you guys so against me using it? Only one of them has exploded.
Yes.
I swear to
What?
motherfuck, I have a 3-second video now of a failed attempt. Okay.
Trisky, we're having a democratic debate here.
You're having a shoved up fucking boot up your ass if you keep giving me shit.
Kinky.
Okay.
Alright, it's a 50-50 group. We either need to get Deadpan to be the mediator, or we need to get the one, the only creator of the fucking system.
Sarah.
Yeah. Let's get Steven on this opinion.
Oh my
Steve,
god.
Steve,
I'm gonna add him.
Oh.
gotta
I'm gonna
tell
add him.
us, should we
Don't-
let
don't
Doc
fucking-
touch things?
I want to add him. But
He's been kind enough to give me a fucking copy of the rule book and set us up for this shit. And we're running this stupid show with all the technical difficulties in the fucking world. Don't waste any more of his Australian ass time, okay? He's probably asleep.
Australian-ass time?
He's
Comes
from
around that
Australia!
number.
It's probably 1 a.m. for the motherfucker! Don't bug him!
You could have just said don't waste his time. Why are you gonna put Australia?
Yeah, that's racist.
Exactly why I was going for it. Cool. Now I've changed the subject. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to actual Necromunda. We are actually going to start now. I am Trisky, your not-so-humble GM and king of the technical difficulties. Joining me are all these other nerds. Swifter, Pixie, Mouse,
Hey.
Manny, and
Yo.
Doc Corvus.
Hey.
Hi.
And there's all those guys. You can see them move on the screen if you are watching it. You will learn their voices maybe some century if you're just listening to this in audio form. But we are playing some Rule 20 tabletop stuff. And today, to summarize what these guys are doing, a couple weeks ago in-game, before they took a couple of downtimes to work on some stuff, they basically upended an entire gang by killing their leader. The gang itself, as a result, splintered, and the subsequent groups were either killed in combat, have gone into hiding, or a few of them have joined another similar gang called the Alley Cats, who these guys are actually allied with. So, some of them get a redemption arc. But we won't care about any of those, nor will they be named, because fuck them.
Damn. Savage.
No love for that at all.
Generic character 32.
Generic Escher girls do not get our attention here.
Aww.
Instead, we move on to today, in which the party has been given a task from on high by their gang leader, Sarah Creed. Sarah Creed has gotten word from a contact, some guy named Some Fuckwad.
Hey, that's not a nice thing. That's not a nice thing to call somebody.
No, don't worry, man. He's Asian.
Yeah, basically. Or you don't know. You've never met the guy. Sarah has, though. And he set a mission to find some Archeotech. Now, for those of you who don't know what Archeotech is in the 40k universe, specifically Necromunda, Archeotech refers to technology that has been basically lost to time and is usually quite valuable and intricate and very useful. But it's usually sought after treasure in the Underhive.
And also very dangerous.
And a certain Dark Corvus needs to mute his microphone while he's tapping things in the background.
Oh, sorry.
Back playing with his tablet again.
Yeah, so, he's touching his tablet over and looking at, hot pictures of technical blueprints. I love how much that fucking tickled you, of all things.
Those are technical blueprints.
Just imagine Bender looking at blueprints of female robots.
Oh, look at that graphics card. Oh,
That processor.
All right, let's move on, because I'm already exasperated enough from the technical difficulties earlier. But, to give you guys an idea of what's going on, you're going to go be searching for some Archeotech, but it is in the Mechanicus sector. It's in the Manufactorum district to your east. And as a result, you don't really know the layout of the land. And, the Engine Seer Marista, the High Engine Seer Marista, who was your contact and who you were helping out with taking out the Mistress, is currently still busy rebuilding shit from when the Mistress was being an awful person and has her hands tied. So instead, she has given you guys contact details for another group that you might be able to get some help from. She has informed you that they are somewhat eccentric, but they will get you where you need to go. They are called House Omega.
Do we know who they are?
You vaguely knew that they were a gang in the area, but you guys never scouted them. So you only know, like, hearsay and shit about them. That they are eccentric and talk weird.
Neat.
They sound like my people.
They're British.
Eccentric and talk weird. Corvus's people.
So like, we're just kind of like meeting up in the middle of the arena, or the old arena. Just like getting ready to get leave, I guess.
Yeah. Is anybody wanting to bring along anything in particular? Any other NPCs and whatnot going to accompany you on this, or?
I put something unknown into my bag, which we will find out later if I use the ability.
And as we're just like discussing things in the background, you hear and Pixie just like looks at like, oh, sorry. Yeah. I forgot.
Mouse literally jumps in his seat, like, oh god.
And you guys don't
let Pixie fucking talk, you motherfuckers.
And you guys don't see where it's coming from, but Pixie just says, oh, sorry, I don't know how to turn that off anymore. It's just going to do that now.
It just plays that sound at random points.
Every once in a while goes, oh, yeah, I did that too.
Oh no.
Oh no.
And as I say, none of you know where that's coming from.
Yeah.
As I have added a stealth drive to Sunkid. It is now invisible.
Oh,
so you have so basically, to give a visual for everyone who is just listening, Pixie has an invisible floating servo skull that makes baby noises, laughs randomly, goes uh-oh, and has a flamethrower attached. It is literally Satan.
Can I see it with infrared vision?
Maybe when the flamethrower is going off, but then everyone can see it because that disables the stealth drive.
I imagine it generates some heat.
I'll have to look over what the details are of that stealth drive if it does anything in relation to infrared. But
active radar deflection, super low heat emission, chameleon skin, light bending nanites.
yeah, so you can't see it with infrared and
unless we're in like Sub-Zero or something, that might just be able to be.
Anyway,
no heat emission.
So yeah,
for 2d6 minutes, but yeah.
So it seems like the Crotalids get vetoed.
No, the Crotalids aren't willing to go with you on missions yet. You need a little bit more time with them.
Okay, at least they're not going to eat the base people.
basically, you get a feeling that if you were to bring these guys out of the base along with you, you'd lose them somewhere and never see them again. They'd probably just like warp Predator the fuck out of there.
I mean, I guess us would at least ask the mutants if they'd like to come along. It's like, you want to come along?
They're
I mean,
down
you might
for
get
it
your
if you
hands
want
on
to.
some-
They're down for it if you want to bring them along, but in general, they like don't. They're sort of like neutral towards it. They don't care. Except
sure,
for
why not? We
except
need
for
all-
except for
they
Jim,
take
to
our
be
money.
quite fair. To be
Yeah,
fair,
remember that the reward is split between NPCs that come as well.
yeah. Anyone you bring along with you, any NPCs you bring along with you, add like 1 to the lower half of the fucking ratio of money you get. So if it's just you guys right now, it's each of you gets 1/5 of the money. Every NPC makes it 1/6, 1/7, 1/8.
Hey, and I'm just talking like to the NPCs in general. Is like any of y'all good with like talking to people? Because like I don't mean to be rude to the guys, but they're all a bunch of chuckle fucks, and they can't hold a conversation with Diddley.
I mean, I did just get like a cyber implant to help with that. I'm decent.
Listen, mouse, it's okay. We all need help sometimes. Just need
Just
someone
want to be a good leader.
Funnily enough, the best person among at least the mutants when it comes to charisma is this motherfucker.
Oh yeah.
He has 15 charisma and knows what the fuck he's doing.
That is good.
He is also swole as shit and beats people up.
Yeah, that's nothing compared to my charisma.
Alright, yeah.
Oh yeah, Swifter actually does have charisma. I forgot that you came in as not like socially inept like fucking everyone else.
He just doesn't talk a lot. That's it. He does what he one-liners fails.
I'm just
How
asking
much
for someone to
charisma
help
does he
with
have?
charisma. Swifter at 16.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're good with Swifter.
Alright.
I mean, he does spend all of our drugs.
Well, not all of them.
Yeah,
Listen,
for
it's not your
those of
fault,
you
it's Mouse's
for
fault.
those of you who don't know, in the background, we do a bunch of downtime rolls and stuff. And one of the things that occurred was that Mouse was attempting to improve his relationships with Sarah Creed, the leader, because there's a system for like your rating with certain contacts and how much they like you, basically. It's a pretty simple system. A certain 7-foot-odd tall nerd named Mouse came along and was trying to get some drugs to Swifter to fence, got distracted at some point, and left said drugs by accident somewhere where a certain Ogren, we all know as Gut, could get access to them. And yeah, Sarah Creed, Mouse had to give Sarah Creed a detox to give to Gut because Gut has been pissing the bed ever since.
I love how that's the only effect that it had on him. He's just so hardy. All those drugs combined, eating them did,
Well,
is he pisses the bed sometimes.
As far as I'm concerned, Ogren have a different system and reaction to the same drugs that you guys have. It might be different up to my discretion, but for right now, the after effects, at least lingering, are that he's been pissing the bed a lot.
Poor guy.
Yeah, no fun for him. Anywho,
Hey. It's Mouse that has to clean it up afterwards, not us.
yeah, basically. So, you guys basically are told, alright, in 2 days you're heading out. You already have your car because Pixie has his rust bucket that he can drive along.
Yeah.
You can all, like, if you bring nobody extra along, you can all fit into one vehicle.
Alright, shotguns.
So are we just bringing the boys?
The boys.
Yeah. Crack open a cold one and head on out.
Well,
Alrighty.
the boys and Sun Kid. Let's not forget about
I mean, Sun Kid can
Sun
fit in
Kid.
the fucking trunk,
I don't think any of us
Are you-
can forget about. Yeah. I don't think any of us can forget Sun Kid. I think Sun Kid will forever be implanted in our minds at this point.
He's
Don't
a
worry,
nightmare
I can
entity.
turn him off while we drive. And then when Pixie says turn him off, he means he just reaches in, like pulls out a wires, and the service goes. Alright. And you and the last thing you hear is.
Alrighty.
And I stick it in the glove compartment.
Mouse is just like, I've found a new fear. I'm no longer just afraid of mice.
It's a replacement fear.
And rightfully so. Alright, I'm going to move you guys over to the world map here. And you are over here. I also accidentally deleted the icon that represented you guys, so, you'll just have to use your minds for this a little bit. So, for everyone else who is joining us, the mistress used to be up here. She is fucked up now. And gone. Boop. However, you know that you're heading towards the Manufactorum, which is generally to your northeast, more specifically, than before. And you are heading up this away. It is about 12 kilometers away from the main base. As let me put in the marks of like the extent of their territory at least.
Got a microwave.
Fuck's sake. Sorry.
So these are marks of the territory that they own. The little brown area up there just below Marista's is the territory of House Omega as you know it. And that's where you're heading. So you're going to head on up there. And
Pixie has "Don't Stop Believing" blaring in the car the entire time.
That's an ancient song. What is this?
Yeah, where the hell did you get that STC?
I don't know, man. Car came with it. It's the only thing on
some
here,
magic
though.
stuff. And I am trying to pull up something real quick. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. There are some very useful things to have with a physical handbook. Let's see if they have one for what I'm actually looking for. So as you're going through... Damn, there's so many tables in here that I can use, but none of them are what I need right now. Milk, eggs. Just go right to your grocery list over there. Alright.
Nah.
Alright. Basically, I want each of you... Actually, let's see. Mouse and Pixie are in the front. Everyone else is in a place that really doesn't have any windows because the back of the van does not.
But I was in front.
See. Yeah,
Nah,
I
fuck you.
said Manny and Pixie both were in front because you called shotgun. And we all respect the rule of shotgun.
Yeah.
Especially considering he has a literal shotgun, too.
It's also next.
But
My shotgun better.
I would like Pixie and Manny to roll a luck check for me.
Is our luck back to max here?
Your luck is all back to max. You've had 2 downtimes. This luck check does not consume luck, just an FYI.
Oh, that was.
I will
that was
argue that
that was just a succeed. I just succeeded.
I will roll mine at disadvantage for the fact that I'm in a vehicle still.
That's a fair way to do it.
Just luck dex.
Yep. No, it's just a luck. Raw luck.
Raw luck. Disadvantage. I'm fine.
All right. So that was basically to check to see if you guys run into any issues along the way. And from the looks of it, you both don't notice anything that actually is going to be a problem along your journey. Though you do have to occasionally, just because it's the Underhive, take like a couple side routes and whatnot because people are doing shit and there's gang fights going on down the street and you don't want to get involved, etc., etc. It's so about 12 kilometers turns into about 15 kilometers worth of travel due to detours. And you arrive, let's see, I mean, you can't really get up to max speed as often as you'd like, but you can definitely, at least, like, on average, be about, like, 40 to 50 miles an hour around here, because you don't give a shit about people's safety. So it takes about,
if they wanted to be safe, they shouldn't have been in the road.
Yeah, fair. So, like, that much, I'd say it takes about 10 to 15 minutes to arrive by vehicle. And, anything in particular you guys are doing along the way, or are you just going there and everyone's being quiet in the back seat and whatnot?
The wheels on the bus go round and round.
Round and round, round and round.
Goddamn.
I spy something brown.
Is it dirt?
Yes.
Yay!
Just like Doc Corvus looking at the back of the vehicle because he has no windows to see out. I spy something brown. Is it the vehicle? Yes.
Yes.
Is it the door? Yes. Is it everything? Yes.
I spy something black. Is an ant? Yes.
God damn it.
An ant on the window.
Yeah. So,
Someone tries fucking with mouse. Like, I spot something gray. It's like, is it like a wrench? No, it's a mouse. It's George. Oh, fuck yourself.
all right. As you come into the territory, you guys find. You start to enter the Manufactorum district. Now, for everyone listening and watching, this is a massive, massive area full of large manufacturing equipment, bigger in scale than you've ever seen in real life, because it's Warhammer 40k universe and everything has to be bigger because compensating. You have, like, magma pools that are actively being used and poured into things all around you as you go by. There's a constant pounding of steel against steel, metal against metal, and everything is moving quite nastily. You have to slow down quite a bit because of every now and then just something blocks the way and things have to go across because transporting materials here and to and fro. It is hectic now that you're in this area, but Pixie, you've driven in worse. This is just a little bit tedious, but you're fine.
I imagine with the rust bucket, anything that's like smaller than Pixie just kind of like, drives over it like a monster truck.
Yeah. Most of the things that are blocking your path are like sentinel walkers and massive caravans and whatnot, carrying like dump truck style.
Yeah, but the smaller
bullshit.
things, he's definitely just driving over them.
Oh yeah. You get a couple of rude comments as you drive over some dude's pet drone kind of shit.
Does Pixie have like a call, like, how's my driving bumper sticker on? Call 1-800 kiss my ass.
Yeah.
It does, but it's on the front.
How's my driving? Can you still see? Just like running over.
If you can see this, get out of the way.
If you can see this, I give zero shits what you think about my driving.
If you can see this, too late.
Yeah. If you can see this, tell the Emperor I said hi.
If you see this, call your family. They need it.
All right.
Yeah,
We can see. Anyway, yeah, you're moving around in this district, and then you get to an area where things seem to not slow down per se. There's still the like constant metal on metal clanging and like the bright light from the active magma and lava being used. I don't know which one's which anymore. I've broken my brain. Don't even correct me. I don't care. But you get there, you get to this little area where it starts to widen out. The streets are bigger, or the streets, quote unquote, like the areas that you can drive in are wider open. There aren't as many caravans coming about. And then at some point you get like, you're wondering where you're going. You check your compad that you have set up in the rust bucket to act as like the closest thing to a GPS you can get in this fucking place, because no GPS could reach this low in the fucking hive with everything above you. And you get a note that says you're just about here, but you can't really see what you're looking for until you hear, "Halt. State your purpose." And this, in front of you flies a drone that you haven't seen. It's like, it looks like a servo skull, but it's like 3 servo skulls, like Doug Trio style, together. And they have this large loudspeaker on the front. It's floating above you. You can't run it over.
I'd like a Big Mac. You guys want fries? You guys want fries or anything? Like a milkshake?
Yeah, don't forget Duck's Kitty Meal.
Yeah. Okay. We need a Happy Meal. What you want, Duck? You want the nuggies? You want the cheeseburger? What the what?
Oh, make sure I have toy.
Oh yeah, don't forget the toy.
I'll
Forget
scrub 10
sometimes.
piece, thank you.
So
We're the
there's
absolute
there's
worst.
like a line, you know those like sort of like displays on like the Alexa things or something where it's like a ring that's spinning around in a circle and it's like processing what you're doing. There's like a line going across all 6 of the eyes on this thing, and it's going back and forth, sort of like a loading bar, as you're saying all this shit as if it's processing it, and then after you like say the last thing, it sort of stops and it just goes.
We are the absolute worst.
Negative. Purpose not, like basically it says, purpose not understood, repeat yourself.
I guess we actually have to like talk about this. So we're looking for like, I think the Omega House Omega shit.
The line goes across again a little bit again, and then it stops, and it just goes like, you hear like a confirmation beep, and it's just like, acknowledge. And the lights, there's a bunch of lights that have been lighting up this area alongside the magma and everything, but all of a sudden, a strip of lights that you didn't notice before along this path, like, just imagine like in a fucking like driving game, you know, those like arrows that show you exactly where to drive. It's like that. It's like a beam of light. It goes forward and it veers off to the right.
Oh, and don't forget those chicken nuggies when we get there. And Pixie starts following the light.
As you go past, you can barely just see the processing thing as you're saying this again, and it's just like
It can't swear.
it's just like not happy with you giving it weird directions and shit. It doesn't understand. It's like a brain dead triple servo skull that's just wondering what the fuck you're talking about. It's just like error not processed. But as you drive past, the light remains up, and you go down this path. It flies off somewhere. You don't see where it goes. And eventually you come to this area. There is a gate that you drive up to. It's a large, like, concrete gate, funnily enough. Which is a little bit weird because most of the things around here are normally made of metal, but this is notably, like, concrete, strangely done kind of thing. And there's the Omega symbol above, like, you know, the old, like, Roman Greek style Omega symbol on the top of it.
The ultramarine symbol, yeah.
Yeah, basically. And you drive up, and obviously you can't go any further unless you want to break your vehicle and everyone with you against concrete.
Or honking.
And there is a standing pole with, like, you know, one of those, like, call button kind of things and a megaphone on it. And it's like, it's high enough that if you, like, open up your door and reach out, you can touch it.
Pixie does exactly that. He calls it, and he waits for the response.
I don't think it worked. Try it again.
Yo, what's up, dude?
Yeah, we'd like a Big Mac, 2 double cheeseburgers.
No pickles. No pickles.
No pickles on the cheeseburgers. The Happy Meal. Don't forget the kids' toy. It's very important.
Yeah, chill. We'll get you all fed up, dude. Come on in. And
This is the drive-thru.
you see the door open, and the next thing you see is you driving into this place, which
It's
you
a
can't
black
see.
screen.
Dynamic lighting
It's all black.
off.
Oh,
I can see.
nothing because
I
I'm on
can
a cell
fight.
phone.
Tech bros.
See, I can fight.
And where
You
is
see
we?
this? You
This
come
is the current
in.
map.
You come in like in this corner. I'll add you in a second here, but
These tech priests.
yeah, this is actually the first time I think Doc Corvus has gotten to see Tech Priests in Necromunda.
Oh no. Anyway. This is our third time?
Somebody directs Pixie to park like off to the side.
Yep. I follow instructions.
Wait, Pixie follows instructions? What the hell?
Right?
Yeah, too many.
What?
Totally.
Oh,
I think there's a psyker in here. I don't think something's going on.
guys. There's another catachin in here somewhere. Be on the lookout.
Careful.
Eyes up.
Alright.
Eyes on a swivel.
Oh, where the fuck is? Boop. There we go. All right, you arrive and you see this large concrete slabbed area. In front of you is a curved, basically a tube of some sort, but large enough for people to pass through. To one side and the other, there are dips in the ground curved in. I'll stop fucking with you guys. It's a fucking skate park.
Gnarly.
Neat.
Yeah.
And as you come in here, you see a bunch of Mechanicus dudes with all sorts of ranging prosthetics and whatnot, the kind of shit you would expect of the Mechanicus. But they all seem to have these strange boards on them. And Doc Corvus, would you do me a favor and roll an intelligence, just raw intelligence?
Okay.
They're all tech-deckers.
Yeah, you vaguely remember at one point getting some blueprints for something that looked vaguely like these.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember that out of character at all?
Yeah, now I do.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, yeah, that thing.
Yeah, so at some point forever ago, you got
Yeah, it was like a
blueprints for something.
hoverboard.
Yeah, it was a hoverboard. As you see these guys skating up and
That's
down
not
these
bad.
ramps and areas on these hovering, like, boards with all this stuff. And up on top of the tube looking at you, he's looking at the other dudes around you, and then he turns and looks at you. And you see this big ass dude standing in front of you. How the fuck do I do? I hate this so much. I don't remember how to do. Just like force show you a picture.
Gee, that is a very big guy that I can see.
Yeah, Shift Z, I think.
Shift Z.
It's something Z to the Shift or Control little.
It might be Control Shift Z or something.
Yeah. It involves a Z and something around the controller shift.
You know, for half a second there, I would have thought all these guys would have like treads or tires for feet instead of actual legs, and just.
Hey, one of them.
One of them does, yeah.
It's Shift Z that's supposed to be show the picture. Try that.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
there
shows
you go.
that. That doesn't show the full thing though.
Oh,
Have the full thing down.
The character art, yeah.
I thought you just let us.
I will post this for us to see at least.
Yeah, let's just open the sheet and let us see it.
I'm coordinated and know what I'm doing with this system.
See here.
Tee-hee. The best part was tee-hee.
Gee,
Tee.
ha 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 ha. A rolling golem gathers no rest.
That's what he looks like.
Whoa.
Yo,
gnarly.
Wow, he is big.
Doc, his arm is bigger than yours.
Yeah,
His size is how used.
Yeah, that's
Doc,
what they
his
all
arm
say.
is bigger than yours. It also has looks like a flamethrower on it.
He has a flamethrower and a drill, yeah.
Yours is just a
Hey,
rocket.
he gets
No rocket.
He gets 2 tools. I only get 1.
His gun bigger.
So yeah, you've come into this strange thing. None of you know what a fucking skate park is in character.
Yeah.
Like even Swifter, this is a foreign concept. You've never seen it out off world either.
The fuck is this?
I don't know.
Yo, what's up, dudes?
What up?
Hey, we're
Beehive.
What y'all here for, man?
Yeah, shit,
I
man.
believe we need navigations to friggin' who is it?
Oh wait,
Some
shit,
what?
man! Hey guys, they're here. These are the bros from what was he get last choice? Yeah.
He's with us.
Yeah, that's us.
Yeah, so he does this, and a bunch of the other dudes just like turn and look at you, and you all feel like you're being watched with like so many overly upgraded and magnified optics. And they're just like all of them are like waving at you, doing like bro signs, and just like, "Sup, dude!"
A pixie waves back nonchalantly, almost like he doesn't even notice that they're being obnoxious.
Mouse sees the opportunity to hype someone up and is just like, and we got Manny over here. You guys gotta know this legend from the Dome.
Oh shit, man! Yo, this broad's
Manny
skating!
just glares at Mouse. He's like,
And they're all like coming straight over to you. And Manny, you suddenly find yourself now surrounded by a bunch of these Mechanicus guys, just like, "Yo, bro, I heard about that. That was sweet. That's gnarly, bro," kind of shit going on the whole entire time.
Dab me up.
They're like,
help.
yeah, yeah. Basically, Mandy, you are surrounded by a bunch of people who aren't aggressive to you, but are aggressively congratulating you on being badass or something, as uncomfortably and as annoyingly as humanly possible.
Trying to turn this into
Mouse
an
starts
opportunity.
laughing.
Manny will see if they will give him anything.
Yo, oh yeah, let's do this! And all of a sudden, like, the rest of you just watch as this one dude, like, does a kickflip, spins in the air, and lands, and just, like, hands Manny, like, a bag of McDonald's.
This is all mine.
Or, sorry, McEmperors.
McEms.
Mickey E's.
And it
Mickey's.
is literally everything that Pixie asked for over the fucking. Like,
I make
thing.
sure to take the toy
There are
out
no
and see
pickles.
what kind of toy it is.
Roll luck to see if it's a boy toy.
Yeah. So what I want you to do is roll a 1d20 for me. All right, a 13. Let's see what that arbitrarily is. I actually have random.
What is it?
I have random loot tables. Like,
In before is the actual Archeotech.
Alright, we're leaving. Take care.
Alright, thanks, bye.
Good mission.
oh shit! Sorry. I need you to roll me a 1d100.
Ooh. Big boy number.
gonna be a-
38.
He's got Archeotech as a toy.
It's gonna be like a frag grenade.
No,
With the
Doc,
pinhole.
make sure you pull the pin and throw the pin. Hold the grenade.
Let me look at this and see if I'm willing to give this to you.
Last cannon.
As a supervisor, or we'll have Swift give him decide, because Swift is the manhandler.
If you're gonna give it to Doc. Let's see what it is.
Yes, we're gonna give it to Doc. He wanted a toy with his Happy Meal, so he's getting it.
And before we just give the toy to Gut, we did promise him another toy.
Yeah.
This is funny as shit, so yes, I will give it to you. You see a small vial of something that you do not know.
Oh no.
Flashbacks to the Nautic Land.
Oh no.
Swift, hold on. What is this? And I tell it to him.
Does
I don't know
anybody
chemistry, man.
Does anybody have any chemistry or drug related anything?
I first aid.
Wait, what is it?
Closest I got. Knowledge. I got first aid and knowledge tech. About the closest that I have.
I will allow you to roll first aid at disadvantage with a -4.
Whoa. That's a big whoa.
Because you don't actually have the skill, but it is... You could potentially know it from, like, having to treat it medically.
Since you use a skill, you can
Nope.
reroll it.
Nope.
It's
Yeah.
true.
Well, can I reroll it? Because I do have the skill.
You don't have the actual skill that would be necessary for it. I'm letting you roll it sort of like as a proxy. So no, you actually do not know what this vial is of.
Is liquid.
What color is it?
I actually don't have any notes about what color it is, so I'm just gonna arbitrarily say it's blue.
Okay.
Is not blood. Can say that. Blood is red.
No, it's not human blood.
It's true. Could be alien blood.
Whoa, that's a good toy to get, bro!
Yeah, what is it, my man?
Oh, you don't know, man? That's some gnarly shit right there. That's called Kamatanin.
Kamatanin?
Yeah, you inject it into somebody and they, like, go to sleep, man.
I give it to Swift.
So what this is it's a synthetic neurotransmitter that overdoses the brain and serotonin derivatives, inducing near immediate REM sleep. The target under the toxin's effect can successfully resist it with a luck con save, but if they are under its effect, they cannot be woken by any means short of physical damage. So it is another sedative, basically.
Actually,
You got a fucking sedative in a fucking Mickey E's meal.
I do think Manny would hold on to this because we could use this if Manny's the front line. He
Yes.
use it in combat.
I'm okay with this. Switter already has some
Doc will get you a toy on the way home.
Pixie is now.
Oh yeah, I also
It's
forgot
like-
that I was in that voice that entire time as I was explaining it, but that's still fun.
It's like Mouse is like, oh crap, that's right. I gotta bring back a toy home for one of the kids. Could you grab one?
Oh yeah, bro. Oh, hey, go get another one of them. Roll me another
Not
1d100.
Not the sedative.
I will let Mouse do this one because he's asking for this one.
Pixie's just munching on his Big Mac.
You just give a sedative to fucking Ogren.
Yeah.
Pixie, let me bum a fry, dog.
Dude, I got one for everybody, man.
Oh shit.
Yo, let me borrow for you.
Can I have Fry?
So yeah,
Ooh.
Mouse,
I will hand out all the
would you
food.
roll me a 1d100, please?
Mouse can't. I will.
Would somebody roll it
Alright.
on Mouse's behalf?
No, I can roll one.
Oh,
one
he can't. He
D100.
can, he
Oh,
can
okay,
roll
that
stuff. He
works.
can't
Oh,
see very
okay.
well.
Didn't ignore that. If he wants to,
I mean, if you wanna roll it yourself, you can, or you can take whatever the fuck he got you. It's up to you.
I'm gonna roll myself if that's
Okay.
okay. 20.
Ooh.
20. All right. So, do you want me to tell you what you would have gotten had you accepted Manny's?
I would like to know.
66. There are two possibilities that I could have given you based on the tables that I'm looking at. It could have either been a taser with 2 charges or a night optic scope.
Oh no!
I don't.
Instead, it is.
Just
it
two
is-
people, and I already have night off.
You got
We're
some
good.
poker chips.
That's a choking hazard for Morgan.
Are they shiny at least?
Yeah, they're clean.
Chuck E.
They're
Cheese
nice.
tokens.
They're nice and colorful and shiny.
No, they Dave and Buster's.
You know rather immediately that these are small enough that Gut could eat them.
Oh, can't do that then.
Sorry. He's
Well,
just
thank
like,
you.
Sorry, dude. That's the luck of the job, my man.
Yeah, I feel you.
But yeah, you're here and you're getting happy. You're getting Happy Meals from the fucking House of Mega Dudes who turn out to be a bunch of skater bros.
Man, he's just eyeing the hoverboard.
Yeah.
Yo, oh
I think
yeah.
we're all high in the hoverboard.
Oh yeah. Yo, bro, you want to give this a shot?
Yes.
Fuck yeah, I do.
Fuck it.
So,
Fucking, even I want to give that a shot. That looks.
Come on, Doc,
awesome.
you first.
Doc, you
So-
first.
Well, I might be able to make one when we get back. Forgot I had schematics.
Wait, shit, you got those, bro? I've been looking everywhere for them, man. What?
I think you're
Sorry?
talking to someone else.
Sorry, there's a lot going on here.
He just like, he hears Doc say that he has the schematics for him, and he's just like, yo, bro, I've been looking everywhere for those.
Is this something you started with, or where do you find those?
This found ages ago. Can't remember where.
I don't remember where either, to be quite fair.
Shit.
I just remember
I've
that I
been
got
meaning
them
to
at some
make,
point.
but forgot I had them.
Oh wait,
Dude.
I think they were random blueprints you got from Bruce's boys.
Yeah, something like that. We found it as loot somewhere, and I was like, "Oh, I'll take that and make it later," and then forgot I had it. And then got jet jumper, so didn't need it and forgot it existed.
He comes up to you and he's just like, yo, if you give me back the blueprints, I can make so many more of those, bruh.
One for each of us.
That's the deal.
Can give back a bit. Well, need something.
He said he was gonna make some for us.
He said he was going to make some. Did not say it was for us.
Yo, bro, I wouldn't leave you hanging like that, my broski.
Well, I can make some as well.
But he is offering to make them for free, just
It's
as long
true.
as we give it.
And they will use their parts. You won't have to use any of your tech allowance.
Yeah, we got all of this shit going on, man. He just fucking points at the giant fucking lava things in the Manufactorum district itself. And he's just like... Yeah, he's basically pointing to the fact that he has an entire Manufactorum district and you only have, like, your lab.
Plus, Doc can make friends with the tech priest.
Use their lab.
Yes.
Yeah, Doc for once not considering trying to make friends with the other tech bitch.
Okay.
But it's mine.
So I wanted to make them, but just forgot I had them until now.
sweet,
Well,
bro.
now-
Hey, Jeremy, we can finally get you aboard, bro. And there's like one dude at the back is just like, woo!
It's the fucking critical meme of throwing his hands and go, woo!
Disappears.
Yeah,
Oh boy.
that's what we've been waiting for.
But yeah, he's just like, he turns to you and he's just like, after that, he's just like, oh shit, bro, I'm sorry, I never said who I was. Yo, my name is Magus Rad.
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 It all
Rad, man.
fits now. It all fits.
I'm the leader of these, like, dudes and dudettes who do all the gnarly tricks and shit, man.
So dude, I'm Pixie. That's Doc.
He's Darkovas. He's
That's Mouse.
Hey,
This
sniper.
guy here is Manny. You would talk about him. And this guy that's about to step on over and fall into the pit is Swifter.
Shit!
If Manny wasn't
roll me a
behind,
dex check, Swift.
can I just gently nudge?
It's a great success.
You managed to retain your balance.
Or do one of those fake grab pushes?
Are you gonna? All right. You wanna go?
You want to do an opposed strength check?
The save your life trick.
Yeah. Oh, bro, just saved your life.
Oh boy.
Damn it.
Long live the king.
Long live the king falls into a concrete basin and just like sort of slides down to the bottom.
Why is that red stuff coming from your head?
Bro, you ain't getting up.
Doc Corvus comes over to the edge, just looks over and goes, now that is blood.
it's red. See, blood red.
Doc Harvest
red.
and Corpus be like, Felicia. Oh my fucking god, she fucking dead.
Oh my gosh, she
would,
dead.
Anybody? We need like to do this. So, yo, who's going first? You can borrow my board.
Fuck yeah, me.
I point. Oh, I was gonna have Doc go first. I want to fucking eat shit.
I don't need board. I can fly anyway.
I go up and I take the board from whoever's offering it. I'm just going
Hell
after Megas.
yeah! Yo, I recommend starting on the half pipe over there, man.
And
It's not pipe though. Not even half.
I go over to the half pipe and climb up. I
That
was
is
like,
pipe.
dude, Corvus, it's like half of a pipe. Put the other half on top.
But it's wood. That would make very bad pipe.
But it's still a pipe, though.
Yo,
No.
bro, don't sweat the details.
Yeah, no, man. And Pixie tries to skateboard or hoverboard, even.
I forgot I didn't have his voice on properly this whole time, man.
That's how he's supposed to be speaking this all the time.
That's how I was doing it. I was clicking the button, but I didn't have the voice mod on, man. Because I am intelligent.
And yeah, what do I need to roll?
Just edit
I
Bob,
would
edit post.
like a basically I'm going to give you are very new to this thing and I want it to be a little bit more interesting and complex than just a single roll. So give me 3 dex checks.
I have acrobatics if that applies here.
Sure.
Okay.
Oh,
And I would like to re-roll 2 of those if I'm allowed.
Alright, we're rolling the
We
first
spent 2
one.
rerolls on being able to skateboards.
Yeah, hell yeah, man! I'm re-rolling the first one,
you have to.
and then re-rolling the
It can look
right,
cool.
all 3 great successes.
Alright, now you're great successing in like 3 one actually if we go by the order that they're supposed to be in, it's 2, 4, 6, so
Kind of funny.
Fucking
you,
Tony
you
Hawk.
get like progressively worse as you go down, but as you you get on the hoverboard and you take a moment to like adjust your balance. The dude next to you is just like super supportive. He's just like, "Bro, you got this," kind of shit.
Uh-oh.
And And you're about to go over the edge to drop down, and you dip down. Your first instinct is just like, holy shit! And then you're just like, man, this is awesome! As you, like, zip down, go up the other side, just like basically, you're new. You're not doing any super fancy tricks, but you're doing more intricate tricks than somebody who's literally just an am should be able to do.
Woo!
Everyone around you is looking at you and just cheering you on. This guy is actually more like up here because he's watching. He's got off the actual to let you have the highlight. And they're just like, there's like so much clapping. Half of it is metallic.
Clang, 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 clang.
Ting, 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 ting.
Rad jumps back up onto here and is looking, and he's just like, Bro, you got talent, man!
And after the third one, because my karma just catches up to me, I will take one of those terrible failures and just faceplant at the end.
Oh, man! That was gnarly, though.
Just at the end, he was just had that, woo! Board from underneath.
Oh, God.
Try to do a kickflip in midair and just...
Yeah, you do a kickflip. You try to do a kickflip. The board veers out from under you and goes off to the side towards Magos, and you just face plant and slide down the half pipe.
Can Swifter try and catch the board?
Sure.
Would that be a dex check?
Yeah, disadvantage.
Okay. What is falling? Oh.
You barely
barely.
catch it midair.
Swifter
but
jumps over to the side.
I want you to make another dex check to see if you trip. Same thing.
Okay.
There we go. You
So
you
he
barely
he jumps to catch it and rarely falls off the edge. Just,
Yeah, so to give you guys a better idea, this whole entire thing that Magos Rad is standing on, it's up. So you can, like, there's a tube in the middle that you can go between both sides.
It's,
As Swifter catches it, Pixie lifts his head up. There's like a blood streak down the forehead, and he just like looks up, like gives him a big smile. He's like, "Woo!"
guess that's kind of like this. A raised dip to get over them. That's horrible.
Who's next?
No.
Yeah,
Like,
he's got the board.
so this area over here, this thing right here, is just a full pipe. You can go through that.
Oh, okay.
It goes
I thought
between,
it was-
it goes between the two pools at the ends, but that's a full pipe. It like you can go over it on the top side, but you can also go inside of it.
Gotcha. Manny would love to go next.
Alright, Swifter hands over the board. You got this.
Yeah, you got this, bro. If you can beat up that one motherfucker, you got this down.
Alright, so you're allowing athletics?
I'm not allowing acrobatics.
Acrobatics. Huh?
This is a dexterity-based thing, not a strength-based thing, and athletics is strength-oriented.
Alright, time to eat shit. This is straight dex roll for me.
Yeah.
I don't even. The board fall off the back of the half pipe. That's all.
You get up.
Insane.
You get up top to here, and they're like waving you on, and you get on the hoverboard and immediately trip and fall on your ass.
The hoverboard goes forward, he goes backwards.
Yep.
The hoverboard goes forward, down into the half pipe, goes all the way to the other side. Almost looks like it does its own kickflip. It comes back to you.
And Manny's off the back of the half pipe.
Swifter's like,
Uh,
"Oh,
Me next. Me
Rad,
next.
Rad looks at you, and he's just like, yo, you want to try again?
Yes. No shame, just yes.
One of the other dudes at the top of the half pipe.
yeah!"
You try to get on it. This time you actually get into the half pipe. Good job. But as you get into the half pipe, you fall, and Rad is just like, bro, I've never seen someone tumble that hard.
I imagine I made it through here. When I got here, the board just kept going up, and I just fell.
You fell backwards.
Yes.
Oh.
You get 2 points of damage.
I'm okay with that. That is exactly what I wanted to happen.
God damn.
Yo, bro, you're good at beating people up. I don't think you got the legs for this, man.
I will
Bro.
prove you wrong.
Bro, can I just go?
I mean, you can go again if you want, bro.
One last attempt. Man, he's fucking an idiot. Let's do it.
Nat 20. Called it! Fucking called it.
Come on, Manny. Oh.
Alright.
I imagine
Hey!
there's a break.
Swifter, would you
Yeah.
mind rolling 1d6 for me?
Yeah, I got you.
I got progressively worse.
3.
3 more damage for you.
Wait, I take damage.
No, for Manny. You were
Oh.
rolling for him, for me.
Oh.
And Manny, as you go down the edge, you are adamant about making a point about this. So much so that you fail to realize how fast you're going. As you roll up the other side, just to give everyone else a picture, there are railings at the very far ends of this half pipe up at the top.
Oh,
to
no.
avoid people falling down. You go straight up, try to do a trick, land balls first on the rail.
Oh!
Man, he's just gonna lay down.
He falls on the side.
He's just gonna roll off.
Ooh, that was nasty, bro!
Magus, he's gonna need some replacements.
Yeah, Corvus walks over, getting out the first aid kit.
You lie down there. No, Corvus, you don't even have to. The other dudes are all pulling out their Medicaid equipment already and dragging them off. You just go to a small tent nearby. They're used to people fucking bailing, but not that bad.
Oh.
You do take note, Manny. You do take note, Manny, that when you go into this little substitute medical tent that they have, it smells more like oil than it does human stuff.
Cyber balls.
Considering they're all Mechanicus
You're gonna
and
be
whatnot.
okay, Manny. These are professionals.
yeah.
They're gonna help you. You might have to jizz out of a tube for a while.
Yo, bro, do me a favor, tear your head and cough.
He's gonna need to put some sacred urgents on that.
Yeah, as he's
It's
getting
nice.
as he's getting it oiled up in all the ways that we don't want him to. Who wants to go next?
Swifter.
Gives a whole new meaning. to ball.
Magos looks at the board and he's just like, wow, somehow despite all that, he didn't break my board, bro. Here! He just tosses it at Swifter.
Swifter catches it. He's gonna climb up. Oh, God.
All right.
Please let me
try.
save me.
I need to try this now.
I'm
I need
already.
to try this now.
Okay, I guess you're doing it then.
If you wanted to go first, Swifter, by all means.
Okay.
Swifter already has the board. He's going first.
Yeah.
Please let it be as bad.
I got
Alright.
acrobatics, unfortunately.
So, Swifter, roll 3 acrobatics checks for me.
Will do. Ah, God damn it. Wait. Alright. I'm gonna re-roll that last one. Nat 20 on the first one.
Welcome to the tent. Welcome to the tent.
Okay, I'm honestly surprised, but even with a reroll, you managed to make it worse still, because it was a
I
19
did.
and then you made it a 20. So, Swifter, you, very swiftly take after Manny, drop down, don't realize your speed, go up the other side, you look like you're doing fine, and then you come back, and the board gives out from under you, you spill onto your face, and you flip over and hit the other side of the rail.
Just.
You just like full on, just like cartoon style, all of your back into the side of the half pipe.
This is how we get a TPK.
And you take
Me next.
You take 2 damage from that one.
I'm just gonna start crawling. Oh.
You pick yourself up. Magos around is just like, damn, you both ain't having a good time. I guess that's what happens when you put damn on the half pipe. And he's just like, he's like waving for you. He's just like, go on, man, give it another shot. And then you manage to get like, you do a lot better this time. You don't fucking faceplant, and you do a couple of tricks and get off.
Okay. All right. As long as I didn't end. Well, I was fine with ending or starting on a bad note.
All right, me next. I'm doing this. Come on.
Yeah,
All right,
Swifter
you
hands
have
them forward.
acrobatics as a skill.
Yes, I do.
Actually, give me a moment. I really had him at the wrong size. I should actually set his token to be the right number of units. The board is really small in spite of his size, just an FYI. So you can all
It's
fit
'cause
on
he
it
has-
just fine.
Because he has little tentacle feet.
Yeah, he just like pinpoints onto the board and whatnot. He made it.
He
to,
has
like,
mag
human
locks to the
things.
board.
Oh yeah. So yeah, for
Right.
those of you in chat who might be wondering what I did with Magos Rat is much larger than a normal person. He is about like, if an average person is like maybe 5.5 to 6 feet, he's probably more like 9. So he as a Magos and a fully teched out Mechanicus, he outsizes a Space Marine.
Fuck.
And actually, both Swifter, actually 3 of you can do this for me. 2 of you are native to Necromunda, so you really can't. You wouldn't know much about this, but Swifter, Mouse, and Manny may all make a check. No, sorry, Swifter, Doc, and Manny, apologies, may make a check for me. It's an intelligence check. Or like if you have any like knowledge Imperium or knowledge Mechanicus or anything related, you can do that.
I have gather information in electronics, if that might work.
Negative on both.
Okay, intelligence it is. Nah.
All right, Manny's got it, and Doc can as well if he wants.
Just an intelligence, or is there any skill?
A knowledge like Imperium, Mechanicus, or anything of the sort along those
I
lines.
got knowledge technology.
I'll allow it. All right. So, Manny, you've heard of this? You know do you know that Magos is some sort of high-ranking position in the Mechanicus, but you don't know exactly what justifies it or like what comes along with it, like what sort of stuff you have to do in order to get there. Doc Corvus, you find it really weird that this guy is called a Magos.
Yeah.
Because he seems totally not the type. Also, you vaguely remember thinking first Magos, and then you think back to the blueprints. Those blueprints didn't look like something like an STC.
What do they look like then?
It looked homemade.
All right. So,
I need you to do, if you have acrobatics, you may use it. Otherwise, just 3 raw dex checks for me.
all right.
So we have
I'm
a
gonna roll
great...
that last one.
Alright. Nat
I
20.
believe.
Terrible failure. Terrible
believe it.
failure.
Alright.
Hey.
Damn. There.
Alright, so
Two
you
great
start off,
successes.
you come down, you have a really good start off. You get a little bit rough around the middle because you start to lose your balance a little bit, but you regain it and just manage to do like a few runs of the half pipe before you end off. And Magus
Like-
and everyone else is just like a lot more metallic clanking and clapping.
It's just like, thank God I didn't lose my nuts.
I feel personally assaulted.
In the background, as you say that, you just hear the sound of a drill going off over where Manny was.
Swifter is going to say,
No, he's gonna run out. Nope.
Swifter's going to say,
You
I'll
are-
be right back.
Manny, you have no such luxury. As you were dropped down, you were fucking strapped down to this table.
Swifter be right back as he runs over. He's going to run over
To be fair, he does have a knife in his arm that he could
But I'm imagining I'm like
eventually.
full strap, like
You're
like
strapped
words.
down and you're still in immense amounts of pain.
Can Swifter try and basically, like, do a leadership to say, hey, I got this, I don't think it's needed for that?
You can try. They're going to oppose it with we know technology and medical.
Okay, is this a persuasion or a leadership?
Do a persuasion for me.
Can I
Yeah, you
help?
guys
Can
think
I
Doc
aid
is
him
bad?
in any way?
You're screaming in pain.
You are still screaming in pain.
Hold on, I want to re-roll this because to save his nuts.
I gotta save his nuts.
It's alright. I can rebuild.
I don't want.
I can rebuild him. We have the technology.
It's alright. It's alright. You're gonna bring a
So,
whole new
I don't
so
wanna
you
call
walk
every
over
time
to
I roll.
this tent and you see Manny strapped down. He's still like wincing as hard as possible in pain. You're surprised his teeth haven't cracked yet. As a drill starts up and they're just like, you come over and you're just like, no, basically. And,
Swifter's like, listen, alright, I got this.
They look at you, and then they look at the drill. And then they put the drill away.
No.
And they pull out a massive fuck-off clamp.
No!
The clamps.
Is Swifter out of earshots of these guys, by the way?
Oh yeah, nobody else over there can hear you.
He's just like, alright, fucking listen, I'm a goddamn biomancer. Just hold on as he's going to lay his hand on, not at his balls. His fucking legs.
No, you gotta lay it on those balls, man.
Give him a happy ending.
Yeah, what do you like now?
Lay on hands, more like lay on balls.
God. And yeah, he's gonna use regeneration. And he's dead.
Oh boy.
That one, good.
They sort of like scan over his nutsack again and just like
Wait. Roll of a one or double ones, the magic is corrupted!
That's for the time. So it's 2d10 rounds that he heals for.
Oh, it was for the time, my bad. I thought it was for the willpower roll. Okay.
Yeah, so 2d10 rounds
So
he
roll
heals by.
2d10.
Oh my god,
Double,
dude.
double ones.
Yeah, if you roll 2,
Double
something
one.
bad happens.
Let's go. Oh,
Alright, so he just heals 11 because you didn't get double ones. Because you got the double one.
I rolled a one. I think I'm so bad.
that would have been. What would have happened there?
You'd have instead lost D3 hit points and not been able to get magical healing for 2d6 days.
Lost D3 hit points from your nether regions.
Oof. So that also heals me. Like,
Fall.
You feel a lot better, and they remove the straps, and the clamp goes away, and they release you. As you restore 1 HP immediately, and are still 4 HP down for the time being, but you'll get it over the course. Like, before you leave, you'll have it all back.
right.
Yeah, heals
Like
every
some
round.
rounds, so
Yeah,
within,
that's by rounds, not minute.
yeah, every 6 seconds, so 30 seconds
yeah.
later.
Yeah, you're fine. True.
Yeah, it's normal
Vigorously
healing this
clacking
every
away
minute.
at keyboard.
Yeah, somebody's doing
Sorry.
secret type.
Imagine you got double ones and they're like, oh yeah, this entire nether region is coming off. Sorry.
we've got down.
The flesh is weak! The flesh is weak!
Had to ask GM something.
The flesh is weak, bro.
Then you can tell people you have literal balls of steel.
Yeah, I don't think you guys are feeling as bad about how Doc does things now.
Yeah, you can go ahead and do that.
Yeah, Doc never straps you down and saws into you.
Wait, no, that's the wrong check.
Not while you're conscious, anyway.
I don't want to use that.
You could have used that when you were trying to fucking skateboards.
Yeah, but no. Ooh.
Yeah, you pick up on what Swifter mentioned when he was sort of like trying to tell them to back the fuck off. Would you repeat the term again for Manny specifically? Now the rest of you in character know this, but
Biomancer.
yeah, you mentioned a biomancer. Basically, it's some like low level sort of like. Is it like sort of?
It's a form. It's a psychic discipline, biomancy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you know he has some form of psychics going on now. The rest of you
I'll
know
play
shit
it.
all about that.
I'll play off like I was in too much pain.
All right then.
All right. And with that in mind, everyone except for Doc Corvus has gotten a chance to skate, and Magos Rad comes up to you. He's just like, "Come on, man, you got this!" Woo!
Okay, can give go. The rest
Yes!
Do we come out just to see this?
3 great successes. Let's go.
Please,
Dexterity or
argue to-
acrobatics?
Could I argue to use like knowledge technology with this as for like the skill?
Nope.
Like knowing how the thing works?
Nope.
Because I did have the schematics. I know how
You
it
have the
works.
schematics. That doesn't help you keep your balance.
Can
I
you use
have athletics, not acrobatics.
can you use knowledge technology
So,
with Dex?
3 raw Dex checks. You can't reroll any of them.
Welcome to my pain,
Oh,
motherfucker.
I got a terrible failure, but also 2 successes.
not bad, Doc. Not bad.
Considering 7 dex.
I am
yeah.
honestly surprised at what I'm about to say, but Doc looks pretty good on his fucking skateboard, hoverboard thing.
It's because he's
in the
used
middle-
to the jet jumpers. It's a similar,
Yeah.
it's a similar
in
idea.
the middle of the whole entire thing, you do bail and like
Oh,
face first into
Can
the
I
ground.
can I use the jet jumpers to re-roll that one?
No,
Because jet jumpers
No.
have a thing for when you're falling.
no.
You're gonna eat shit and you're gonna let it
You
happen.
eat shit and you like.
Let it happen.
You're gonna
But I
eat
can
shit.
negate the full damage. I can try and negate the full damage at least.
With a dex
Yeah, Dex acrobatics, Doc. Go ahead.
No.
Yeah, you
wolf
fucking-
alone.
You face plant.
Imagine he does this cool flip that stabilizes right before he hits the ground. He just
Yeah, it's like falling and trying to Iron Man stop it, but just...
This isn't flying, it's falling with style.
Yeah, a little bit less style than you'd probably think as he face plants into the ground. You manage to pick yourself up again. You take 2 damage from that, but then you get back to on the board, and you manage to do quite well, all things considered. And these guys are all cheering you on after the, face plant.
Oh, damn, I should have used my drugs first. It might have set me to 18 dex. Fuck. Can I try again?
No,
Because
Too
one of
late.
them sets my dex to 17.
too late. You fail.
Damn it. I would have gotten all successes then.
Just trying to rewind the clock after I tell you
Yeah, it's
don't
like
get
Colette's
any
getting
rerolls
like,
on
oh, fuck.
anything. You're just
Yeah,
like,
this
oh
is
shit, I
ridiculous.
should have taken drugs. And the rest of these guys are like, dude, you don't need drugs. You did fine.
drugs are bad. Okay.
You don't need drugs, man. You're
Hey.
high on life.
Yeah, man.
His eye back in.
As this all happens, Magos Rad is just like, yo, bros, that was sick. Thanks for giving it a shot, man. Oh, yeah, you are here for something, right? It was, what was it
Some
again?
fuckwad.
Archeotech.
Yes. Why is Mouse big?
Mouse is actually tall. He's 7 foot.
Yeah,
The fuck?
Mouse is
Yeah.
very.
I thought Mouse was like 5 foot.
No, we all
No,
thought that
he's 6
accidentally
foot
for
10.
such a long time, but it's supposed to be the irony of the name. His name is Mouse, but he's taller than all of you.
We all just look at him from a distance, because he's a sniper, so we actually don't ever stand next to him.
Yeah.
We just
Yeah,
think
that's
he's
why you
closer
think
than
he's
he
short,
is.
because he's a sniper and you're never up next to him except in the car.
How
Yeah,
tall?
and
Where
when
he's
he's
sitting
sitting.
down.
He is. What was it? Like 7'4"?
He's 6'10".
6'10". So he's pretty.
How
close
is he
to
taller
7'4".
than Manny?
Yeah, I'm 6'4".
Oh fuck! Is he some kind of mutant or something? Shit.
No, he's just unnaturally tall.
Unnatural.
Meanwhile, Pixie's just at 5'8". I think he might actually
I
be the
thought
shortest in the group.
manlet.
I thought 6'7" was a decent size. Jesus Christ.
I'm 6'4".
I'm 5'10".
Yeah, third smallest in the party, despite being 6'4". Jesus Christ.
I
He's
made an
6'4"
actual
hunch.
average height person.
Yeah.
Oh,
Everyone
was
else
such
is
a
just like, let's
big
crank
guy.
that.
I was under the pretense of catchins are big burly guys. So let's make him a
Yeah.
big fucking burly guy.
That is
But
built like
apparently,
this big beefy
Apparently-
bear guy.
I love how we're having
Being-
this whole revelation this session.
Yeah, it's like we'll get up and look at Mouse. Like, wait a
we got
minute.
this fucking tall ass string bean over here.
Why
it's
is
like we look over at Mouse
why
for the
is
first
he
time.
bigger than the grid? He's been like almost 7 foot this entire time. What?
It's like all of us in character are just noticing for the first time that Mouse is tall.
Dude, I thought you were shorter than me. Wait, am I the shortest one here? What the
No.
fuck?
Yes.
Listen, man. growing up
You
and
ask,
getting
am I the
Necromunda
shortest
will
one
teach
here?
you.
Fuck. And then Sun Kid laughs at you.
Wow, your drone has a sense of humor.
Oh,
I'm
that's not
scared.
true. We need to kill it then. Mouse have a
We need to kill it.
yes, abominable intelligence, not allowed. Need to kill.
No, it just does that. I don't know how to turn it off.
Yeah.
I will keep eye just in case.
It
Mouse is
laughs
just
at
pulling
that
the
comment too.
Oh.
Mouse is just
Anywho.
pulling bullshit of, I grew up in Necromunda, I'm built different.
Man, I grew up in
Yeah, looks
Necromunda.
at Pixie.
Built different.
Yeah, bro, it doesn't matter how big or small you are. You're all radical, man.
You stole Pixie's height.
Yeah.
Give it back.
He says he's built different because he's a fucking Katachin jungle ranger over here.
Well, could make Mouse short. Just take bit out of leg.
Yes, do it.
Remove fin.
No.
Make fin the smaller.
Alright, we're derailing super hard.
Yeah, we are.
Fine.
So let's get back to it. Magnus was just like, "What are you guys doing?" and stuff. What were you all here for? And you all mentioned like the Archeotech.
Yes.
We got
some fuckwad. That's his name apparently. Fucking weirdo.
That's such a weird name, man.
Yeah, right. I like when someone first told me, I was like, man, you shouldn't call people that, but like that's what he wants to call himself. But like he told us that there was some shit that our boss could use. Something about Archeo.
Oh, yeah! We're supposed to show you where that Archeotech is, man. Yo, Reggie! And you see off on the side another like Mechanicus tech priest dude come out of fucking nowhere. And he's like on a hoverboard. He comes up and he stops short of you guys. I'm just gonna use the same model because I have a limited amount, but he looks like this.
Sabroski.
So, man, I'm supposed to show you guys where you're going.
yeah.
Neat.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
Yeah,
you ready
bros,
to
if
go
you
or
want
what?
to, I'd say you should, like, spend the night or something, just chill before you head out. It's gonna be a bit of a hike, man. You can't use your
Yeah,
driving.
also,
You
what
can't use your driving out in that region, man. You can only drive so far.
Yeah, you're probably right about that. Also, when do you think you're gonna be able to production with those hoverboards? I'm
Just
really
got
looking to
them.
get one of those. That was fun.
Yeah, bro, you'll have them when you get back, man.
Sure thing. I'm looking forward to it. Kind of just dabs them up if best he can.
I blanked out for half a moment at what y'all were talking in the text chat.
No, I was just trying to get a definition of what can be pulled from the utility cache.
Yeah. So, you got this dude coming up. He's just like, I'm going to show you the way. Magos is saying you should spend the night. So, it's really up to you guys whether you want to try and force to do this earlier or later.
Nah, we can spend the night. I don't mind.
There's no time rush, yes. Can fix nose in meantime.
Yeah, we don't have to worry about
Yeah, you
bitch
may want to
lady.
get them balls completely healed up, man. This could be some scar tissue.
Yeah, also, we don't have to worry about no bitch lady trying to take out our base.
Oh yeah, I told about that, man. Marista was bitching about that so much.
I only got, like, some of that, but, like...
Thank you.
Guy, this
Thank you.
Yeah,
Technically
he
whack,
basically
like,
said,
go for
yeah,
it.
oh yeah, I remember that. Marista was bitching about that so much.
Yeah, I heard Marista was bitching, and, I mean, I guess, yeah, she's kind of bitching, but, like... I don't know,
Sick burn, bro.
Yeah. Technically, this thing killed her.
What
Oh.
oh
Is it
man,
invisible?
that's a freaky one. And the next thing you notice, Pixie, is him like jump jet over to the opposite side of you and look at Sunkid.
Hey, that's my thing.
And Sunkid is laughing when all of a sudden Magos, like, his mechadendrites grab it out of thin air and start analyzing it. Bro, you made something super freaky, I tell it, man!
I mean, I just, like, put some shit in there. I can also do this, and I just, like, make it go invisible.
Oh, shit, bro! I mean, I can still see it, but I know what you're doing.
I can still see.
It's just, like, reflective and shit. It's not, like, actually invisible, man.
I will tell you guys right now, basically any kind of optic that you can get in the game, Magos Rad has.
But wait, eyes can only have 3 upgrades on them.
Yeah, fuck you,
He has
Mechanicus.
more than 3 eyes.
He can still see, and he can also even use his eye as like a match, because he has like a tiny laser in there, and we've lost Mouse.
Yeah, that laser eye that is really underpowered.
But really funny.
It's just like a cigarette lighter. Like, what's the point?
Wasn't that what you were originally considering?
Oh, that's what I originally had, and then it got updated. Okay, that's basically pointless. It's just like a little tiny lighter. It's flavor,
It's a laser pointer. Like looking at
a lot better
this.
choices. A lot better choices than in the
And laser
Yeah.
pointer eye.
yeah.
But yeah, Magus Rad is big boy, and has a lot of moving.
He is NPC.
He is big
my-
boy.
Crash just
You didn't miss anything, Mouse. I'll tell you right now. You didn't miss anything important. We noticed. Welcome back.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm willing to shoot the shit about Sun Kid with the guy.
Yeah, he's like talking about Sunkid with you for like way too long by anyone else's standards, but you're both so interested in this thing that it just like flies by as the day like goes through. Some of the rest of you take attempts at like doing a little bit of skateboarding or just watching, depending on what your preference is. And these guys are basically doing shit like all evening.
Manny's practicing his form.
Mouse is also probably going to be practicing because this seems like it could be useful in the field somehow.
Swifter's going to ask one of the tech pros if they have, if they have anything possibly from the Mechanicum for sale. He wants to see if they can buy anything unique.
So what you basically get from talking with them is that these guys are like, they have access to a bunch of the Mechanicus district and they can do things if they want, but they normally just do this shit.
They just vibe.
They just vibe.
Check.
But they do mention that, yeah, you guys like, Marista mentioned you guys and referenced you to them, you already have Marista. She's got actual production going on. So you already have somebody who can do real Mechanicus things. You just have to do it at another time in another place.
I mean, I just didn't know if they had anything on hand, anything cool.
Nah, they
I
got
can do real Mechanicum shit.
You aren't Mechanicum, you are human. You are not enough metal over flesh yet to be Mechanicum.
I'm working on it.
You're working on it. But yeah, that's basically what's up.
Alright.
Yeah,
You
these
actually
guys
did feel
these guys
like
are a bunch of surfer bro weirdos.
Rude.
Surfer skater bro weirdos that just hang out and chill and have fun time. That's literally their entire thing.
I'm absolutely going to show them my eye thing. Like, I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, it's not anything compared to you guys, but it's just like, but you know, just and just like start scooping out his eye.
Whoa, that's gnarly, man!
Why do you keep doing that when it hurts so much? Like, you
Because
make
it's
you
fun.
scream.
It's fun.
You know, you
Look
look a
at it.
masochist.
Cool.
I think he's a masochist.
He is a masochist.
Ah, that makes so much sense now.
It makes sense why he saw everyone else fall, and then he's immediately like, me next, me next.
Yeah, basically.
Oh, why did not say? I can add paint stuff next time I give you something.
It's not as fun when it's constant. It's got to be short bursts.
Okay, makes sense.
A very particular type of masochist. Yeah. So yeah, I'm going to gather y'all spend the night and get ready to do shit, and then you're probably going to head out the next day. I would assume. Anybody just like delay or anything, or do you just head out like first thing in the morning?
I mean, I don't really have any reason to delay.
All right, so we're going to assume no.
I guess we do have a short rest, so yeah, I'm going to try and get my rerolls
We got
back.
a long rest. We got a long rest because we got 6 hours.
Got a long rest, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. So 1 HP.
Let's see.
So
Restore 1
Flipper is
HP.
back up to 21 HP.
Okay, two rolls to restore other stuff. Okay, so I guess that's willpower rolls.
Man,
All right, let's do
imagine not
this.
having to spend any of your resources.
I'm down 1 hit point.
Everything was back to full.
Oh, come on. I can't recover anything.
Got all of my rerolls.
And you still recover 1 hit point. If you down
And
any.
now I get to show you guys the icon for the Omegas.
It's just a fucking
Why is-
hoverboard.
I didn't mean to
Keep
move the
moving the
map in
map.
this hole.
Yeah.
There's an earthquake.
It's fine.
This should be a Necromunda quake.
There we go.
It's still Earth. Doesn't refer to the planet, it refers to like the ground as Earth.
Yeah, that's the icon for their base of operation. It's the half pipe.
But that's not an Omega.
Their house Omega. They're like a fraternity.
It's an upside down Omega.
Omega Sigma Alpha.
Yeah,
Omega
basically.
Sigma.
That was the idea of calling them House Omega. To make it like a fraternity thing, and yet somebody came along and just like, this is gonna be a Monty Python reference, isn't it? And I'm just like, no, he doesn't know. But yeah, that's them, and you're heading out. For everyone's reference, you are.
Is this just like the Tech Priest area or something? So you got
That
these
is
guys, these
that
guys,
whole
other
entire
guys.
area is basically the Manufactorum district.
Yeah. Makes sense.
I mean, Necromunda in its own is a Manufactorum planet.
Hmm.
It like
Fair point.
manufactures a shit ton of weapons and whatnot for the Imperium. It's the recruitment planet for the Iron Hands, I think it is.
I think it's the Imperial Fist.
Dorn's faction, yeah, Imperial Fist.
Which is
But yeah.
weird.
Yeah, they recruit a bunch of gangers and shit from here to become Space Marines. I mean, when they're young, obviously, but yeah.
Yeah.
So, Mouse, you could have been a space marine. Too bad they missed you.
It's great. It's great. It's great. It's not like I really like shooting guns and I'm good at it.
I mean, you can
It's
still
almost
do
like-
that.
I mean, that's like 80% of people on Necromunda.
Yeah.
Except
Fair.
you don't have super bad armor.
Almost as tall as a space marine.
I don't know if we want to go that far. Space Marines are fucking tall.
Yeah, Space Marines are more like 8 foot.
Yeah, it depends. You're about as tall as a scout space marine. More than novices and whatnot.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, you guys are heading out from House Omega's base. You can drive a short way. You can drive about like a couple kilometers, but once you get to around here on the map, you have to walk the rest of the way because it starts to become like very intricate, sort of just like the really tight corridors, lots of verticality and whatnot. Basically, all sorts of places that cars can't navigate.
Yeah. I mean, I still drive out that way, so we don't have to walk all the way back. But yeah.
So about like just short of a kilometer out from where you're starting to head. And what's actually happening is you guys are going lower into the Underhive by like a level or so.
Dude, I thought we were the bottom of the barrel. I didn't realize the basement had its own basement.
Oh yeah,
And the height goes very low.
the basement has like multiple basements.
Yes. Where do you think all the shit goes?
I mean, I thought it just came down here. I thought we were the shit.
No. Is
You have a
always
really
more
high opinion of yourself.
Is always
I'm
more
glad,
below
I'm glad somebody caught that joke that I made.
You are the shit, dog. Don't worry.
You are.
But
Oh,
that's supposed
boy.
to be a good thing. Why is being shit
Life
good?
is full of shit.
Don't
But
worry about
anyway.
it, Doc.
I guess make good fertilizer, but
That's what we're talking about, Doc. Don't worry about it. That's what we're talking
Oh,
about.
boy. It's like let Doc think that slang means whatever the fuck random bullshit comes out of his mouth.
Just keep looking at the clouds, Doc. Keep looking at the clouds.
There are no clouds. There's a
cannot
roof.
be underground.
I already
clouds.
knew Doc's response as soon as you
It's no
fucking
clouds.
said that. Keep looking at the clouds. There are no clouds.
Tell us.
Why the long face, Doc? My face isn't long.
Tell us
Face
about
is-
cybernetic rabbits, Doc.
Face is more,
Tell us
face is more wide
cybernetic
than long.
cat
Doc,
rabbit.
just look
What
at the
is that?
flowers. Look at the flowers, Doc. Look at the flowers.
Grace's stub pistol.
Those are the flowers.
Go to the back, Lynn, real quick. Look at the flowers,
God
Doc.
damn
What is
Anyway.
flower?
it.
And focus.
Yes, we are bringing it back around. As you guys navigate all of this, I am going to have one of you do something for me real quick. Let me get the right thing that I need. I would like one of you, and only one of you, to roll me a 1d20.
Dibs.
Not it.
8.
Alright,
dibs
roll
and a nod
me
it.
an 8. So as you're walking along this area, you notice, for the most part, the Manufactorum district has been mostly just, Mechanicus guys. Like a couple of Skitari acting as like guards, but mostly like tech priests and other people operating the equipment. You actually see something a little bit interesting as you're walking along this back passageway, as you see a dude in like this strange cloak in like the corner of your vision, barely pixie. They're standing next to these two much larger guys, two Ogrins right next to him, and another guy comes up to him. They have a brief exchange. You can't overhear any of it, and they exchange something, and the other dude walks off.
I mean, that's none of our business, so Pixie doesn't say jack shit about it. It just keeps going on.
All right. As you continue along, I would like one of the other members of the party to roll me another 1d20.
Ooh, me.
All right, Mouse, go ahead.
All right, 1 second. 18.
18. You come along and you find a group of Skitari guards brutally beating the shit out of this one dude who's crying out in pain.
Should we stop for that, or do we just keep going?
Do not fuck with Skitari.
There are 3 Skitari
Yeah.
just beating him with like sticks, basically, as he's writhing on the ground and calling out in pain.
If wanted to kill, he would be dead. They just want to pain.
Yeah, it's Necromunda.
All right.
Pixie,
Korath
Do you have
knows how
the objective?
dangerous Skitari can be, so not fucking with them.
Pixie, you're the one with driving the car. Ultimately, you
Oh,
have the final
at
say.
this point, you guys aren't driving anymore. You're walking.
Yeah,
We're just trapped. We're just foot my guy.
Uh,
We're walking.
it's like he'd probably just say "Hey" and just keep walking, like the Satari guys.
The Skitari, while the Skitari looks at you, is just like, move along, citizen.
It's like, okay,
All right. And I would like one of you to roll me a raw luck check. This does not consume luck.
ooh, I wanna. Or actually, I already
I'll do
did.
it.
So someone else. Yeah.
Do it.
All right, let's have Manny do that.
I can't reroll it.
God damn it, Manny.
Yay!
Yay, we're fucked. Manny's
As
absent
you come
minded.
along-
Manny's thinking of things. He has.
Okay,
occupied-
I am going to do something real quick.
Oh no.
There we go. Hey, Pixie, roll me a luck dex.
I. Give me 1 second. Bing bada boom. I'll spend a reroll. Why not?
Yeah.
Alright. I reduce my luck by 1.
Let's see. I know exactly what's happening, but I need to remember where I had the resources on it. Alright, let me see if I can find this fucking... Is this it? You rolled what again for your check?
I rolled a luck dex.
I forget the second one. God damn, this thing not doing it right. So you... Trying to find the thing again and see if you succeeded. Did you succeed in the end? Yeah, you got a great success at the end, right?
Yeah, I got a great success.
Alright. So, as you're walking along, there are tons of crevices and nooks and crannies, all sorts of everywhere. But you're an Underhive native, and you know that you need to keep your eye out. The one Mechanicus walking along doesn't seem to notice or care.
Mm-hmm.
But as you pass by one of these crevices, you suddenly hear something and duck. Sort of like tentacle-like thing protrudes out from the gap rapidly. lashes out, hits nothing, and retracts.
And see, boys, this is why you quack.
And
should we just like put some flames down there?
and
Nope.
Pixie, would
Trust
you do me a it's basically just a knowledge check, a knowledge like Necromunda. I feel like Pixie and Mouse should have knowledge Necromunda as skills, so you can go ahead and add those. Actually, that makes sense to me.
I'll just reroll. I'll put it in later. I'm just gonna reroll it until I get it bad. I get a great success.
Yeah, you know exactly what just tried to hit you. It's called a lashworm. They are from.
Oh, I got a crit.
Yeah, you both know what this is. You even know where they originate from, Mouse. They are a native form of wildlife from a separate death world called Lost Hope that accidentally got spread to multiple other worlds, including Necromunda, via space cargo, basically. So they're pests that got latched onto these things. They are basically these really coiled things that hide in crevices, have like a tiny little tail protruding out that lets them sense things, and as soon as anything comes by, they lash out rapidly with razor sharp tails, strip a massive chunk of flesh, and lunge back into the crevice and hide. And we lost Pixie.
So with this knowledge, I'd know that it's not coming back out again to try to attack us again, right?
Yeah, basically, it has failed its thing and it's lost the element of surprise. You have a pretty strong idea that it's going to stay in there, but you also know that you just shouldn't get close. Just in case.
Yeah, guys, right here, this little area right here, don't walk near it.
Yes, was not going to walk over to Tentacle Hole, no.
No, I mean like this whole area over here. Just that tail. There's a little tail going on over here, and if you get even close to it, it's gonna lash out and grab you.
Yeah, so these
like
things aren't strong enough to like grab whole people. They tear out a chunk of flesh and leave.
Rips chunk.
But yeah, that's a little bit of the Underhive bestiary that you're coming across as you travel through here. And as you continue along, you get pretty close to this happening again, like 2 or 3 more times.
How big are these things, by the way?
They can fit in the most minute of crannies.
So, okay, so are they basically like as small as like almost your finger, even like smaller than that? Wow.
Something like that, but they can get a big chunk out of you.
Yeah, remember, like, octopuses can fit through a tiny little gap. Just means they don't got bones.
A raccoon can squeeze through 3 inches.
Yeah. You can squeeze surprising amounts.
It's just that humans aren't squishy. Everything else is.
Yeah.
Why can't humans be squishy? Gosh.
As you continue even further into this sector, the Mechanicus gentleman stops you and warns that there is something called wireweed ahead, and to be very cautious of where you step.
What is... Hey,
Mouse is able to roll a check for this. You actually would not know this,
Okay.
Manny. Welcome back.
Okay. Wire weed.
Yeah, I'm back.
I'm
Sorry,
gonna
I don't.
that.
But take it in a second. Oops.
I'm gonna re-roll that real quick. There we go.
You've heard about this really annoying, like, barbed wire kind of shit, but you don't know much more than that. Pixie, if you would like, once you're all settled, you can roll a Necromunda knowledge check, if you'd like.
Yeah, 1 second.
If you have a reroll left, you can use it. Otherwise, do you want to just accept that? Yeah, Pixie has no idea. Mouse just vaguely remembers some barbed wire kind of shit.
And then Mouse kind of speaks up, it's like, "Oh yeah, some barbed wire type of thing, right?"
Yeah, he nods. He's just like, definitely watch your step. And as you get into this lower segment of the Manufactorum district, you see this. It doesn't really glisten, but it has like a little bit of a sheen to the edges of it. These bushes, like, of this weird stuff radiating all over the area, and like patches where you can step that descend even further down in the direction that you're going towards. And I would like everyone involved to make a dex check for me as you go down here to see how well you avoid stepping on this shit.
Could I make an argument for detection?
Come again?
Could I make an argument for detection?
I mean, you can see it, but this is based more on you being able to, like, not step on it while keeping your balance.
Can I roll acrobatics?
Yeah, it can be acrobatics.
Cool.
It is not
How
athletics.
far is the area?
Dex or luck dex?
It's a dex, raw dex.
I'm gonna get fucked in the asshole.
How big is like the area? Because I might be able to fly over.
There are just like these patches and whatnot, but this spreads over a very big area that you wouldn't be able to navigate like that.
What are we rolling? I'm sorry, I just stepped like.
A
Dex
dex.
check.
You are rolling a dex check to see if you can
Hey!
avoid this.
Well, he has
like, barbed wire-esque
acrobatics.
bullshit.
Yeah.
If you have
Yours is
acrobatics, you can use it.
surprisingly acrobatic. What the hell?
Duck is nimble.
Duck me nimble, duck me quick.
Wow, you all managed to avoid this. Yep. You guys.
Nimble.
Over the course of the next 10 minutes, you slowly navigate this field of wireweed. As you go down, are you guys talking about anything, or are you, like, fully focused on this?
Manny's focused on keeping his eye on surroundings.
Like Mouse is kind of scanning the area with a scope.
You're not noticing any movement in this stuff. And after
And
a
he also
while,
has, like-
after a while of you having your weapon out and scanning, the Mechanicus dude just said, "Don't even bother. If they walk through this stuff, they get shredded anyway."
Would a chainsword or chain axe be able to just cut through this shit?
I would have to have you roll to see if you damage your weapon.
I mean, I would use one of the two. I use the one that isn't modified. See how well it works.
So, to put it into perspective, he basically says, this shit can penetrate armor, cut flesh down to the bone, and also secretes acid.
Got it. Doc, don't touch this.
Chainsaw.
So, don't get caught in it, don't fall into it, and don't stay there. This is
Chainsaw
actually...
might be more useful.
This would
At-
actually
at
have
the
done a
thing
lot
of-
of damage had you failed.
At the thing of not the seeing it isn't going to be useful, he does put little George on high alert.
Do people tend to harvest these plant life likes?
He is... Let me see... Do, like, a intelligence check to see how much he knows about, like, the origin of these. Nah, he knows what he's told you so far. He doesn't really know why it's here, but he just knows that this shit is all over the Underhive.
Interesting.
It's
Could
like
possibly.
he knows it's not isolated to this area, per se.
I have a. Well, does anybody here know about smithing of the course? I was wondering if could these be used in a chainsword even?
It would be used in chainsaw.
This razor wire, if it cuts bone, cuts armor.
Exactly.
Exactly.
It would not want to put on metal.
But cut through other armor.
But with
And
great sword.
Fair enough.
Is there a way to successfully harvest the acid from this shit?
You do not know enough to get a proper answer to that
No,
question.
that was me asking the general facility.
I will not provide you enough knowledge to say yes or no, because in character and out of character you don't know.
You can give try. I'm not.
You do know that tripping and falling face first into this will end a lot more poorly than the fucking half pipe.
Oh, dibs!
It'll be quick.
Not painless, but it will be quick.
No, it won't be quick. It'll be
Yeah.
painful. You just
I wouldn't recommend
you
doing
just
it.
have a feeling that it won't be really quick.
Would not
guys.
recommend.
All right, let's keep going then. I'm having
Yeah.
little Georgie
As I
here
said,
on high alert.
over the course of 10 minutes, you guys proceed through this. It's like basically a field of this shit that you have to deal with. Somehow, even Doc Corvus manages to avoid stepping in any of this, which is almost miraculous. And you get to the opposite end, and now you are in what seems like a derelict sector of this under part of the Manufactorum district. Looks like this place hasn't been touched in years. The dust is caking everywhere, the machinery is rusting.
Is this where some fuckwood is?
Some fuckwad is the guy who gave you the information. He's not coming.
Oh, is this where the Archeotech is?
This is where it was last purported to be.
How long ago was that?
A couple years.
How many?
Why did we not ask this before we came here?
To be perfectly fair, there is tons of razor wire guarding it.
She said that
Yeah.
it looks like coffin, right?
Yes, coffin with vials on it, or in it.
It's not be too hard to find.
I mean, nothing except us from just jumping across the razor wire, so. Razor weed.
And basically, you are in a massive derelict sector of the Manufactorum district. How do you proceed from here? Because at this point, the Mechanicus guy is like, I showed you where you need to go, but I wasn't supposed to, like, show you the entire fucking thing. Like, he's not been contracted to come with you on the whole adventure. He was
Yeah.
supposed to show you to the supposed last known area where it might be.
Hey, Doc, you happen to get a map of this sector at all?
I can imagine that.
You have
is that
been
something I could
provided
pull out
no
of my
such
ass?
thing.
Is that something I could pull out of my ass, though?
A map now.
It's miscellaneous gear. My flashlight, scuba gear.
A map of a derelict sector of the Manufactorum
fair.
district is not something that you would be able to pull out your ass.
Fair enough.
Man is gonna pull a grabbing wire from his utility.
No, do not have map.
I mean, I if we went back to the rust bucket, I might be able to have something in there. But
It's like,
Spent all this time traveling, so might as well want to. Well, it's up to you guys.
I say just keep pushing forward and see what happens. But
Yeah, Man is gonna suggest you take point and keep an eye out as we progress.
yeah.
All right. Do you have like a rough like order of movement that you're going in? Here, let me do this.
Mouse is likely hanging by the back so we can get a bit more range.
I want to assume both Manny and Swift are on the front since they're the melee boys.
I know it's blank. It's literally a brand new thing. Don't worry about it. Give me a second.
You want us to drag our
I
tokens
also
on?
I also need to put you guys on the board. I literally just made this, so I don't have a battle map or anything per se. Let's put it that way.
Pixie's in the back because some kid is his primary method of offense. So Probably still in front of the sniper because the sniper has bajillion range. But yeah.
What? I look at Swift. What was that?
You didn't see anything. I rolled
What was
deception.
that? Orange wind comes out.
You didn't see nothing. Warp illusions.
Fucking. So was Sunkiss like hovering above us with stealth out?
Sunkiss is alongside you. He's basically hovering by Pixie, which is sort of like his default mode of movement if he's not ordered to do anything specifically.
Monkey.
Monkey.
Go back! I want to be monkey!
Would you guys mind putting your tokens in like your order of procession?
I can't, but I'll tell you that I'm hanging around the back so I can get a bit more range.
No, this is probably right.
Which way are we going?
I thought we were going.
This is the front.
Wait, are we going down? Okay.
Yeah, like,
Ju-
what way we
this is just
Left.
from my perspective.
We can go side by side. Means
Yeah. Okay.
if we can fit.
Yeah. I mean, the area is opened up at this point. It's not like you're in like Space Hulk-esque fucking corridors now.
Yeah.
You have room to maneuver.
Guys, let's build a spaceship and
There
go on
are
a space
still
Hulk.
occasional patches of that wireweed shit here and there, but they are now much sparser.
I'm in favor of just leaving this planet.
Leafy Necromunda.
I love how the Death World motherfucker is like, this is too much. You face so much worse than that that wireweed.
This is
I mean, everywhere just kind of sucks. To be fair.
Yeah, it's like, hey, everything sucks.
There's the only kind of organized military or from some of the higher tech gangs, and he's just like, he misses his unit. A bunch of other Kanachin jungle fucks and other collective units.
instead of let's see here. What was our ragtag party made up of again?
Bunch of
A
chuckle fucks.
giant man who is afraid of mice, but
Man,
carries a giant rifle.
a man who drives cars.
Desperate-
Man who
Hey,
drives
Andy
cars.
has grown.
A popsicle that drives cars. We have
We have Doc.
Just
There
dumb.
needs no further explanation other than duh.
All right.
That is all
I would
you
like
need.
an idea of how you guys are proceeding with this investigation. Like you have an open area that you're trying to find a thing, and you're in Necromunda. How are you
Manny-
doing this?
Just start
Manny's
things.
I just have.
The option open. Imagine it's
Let's do this one at a time, so
No.
that we don't
Thank you.
cover up the things. Manny, go ahead.
Manny being at the front, he is going to be looking for movement if anyone moves that isn't part of the party, and just keeping an eye out because he's getting remnant flashbacks of, so he's kind of like zoning in.
All right. Swift, how are you going about this?
Spectre's going to be going ahead, and if we're in a kind of abandoned district, he's going to be. It's a kind of like a ghost town in a sense, where there's still remnants of like buildings and stuff.
Yeah, there's all sorts of shit. The structures are still standing. They're just caked in dust and rust.
All right, he's going to keep an eye out for like names, like begin taking notes of possibly where, or trying to cross-reference from stuff on the map to
You have
like
no
where
map.
they are. I thought you said that they gave us a map, but then
No,
Doc
no,
said
no.
we couldn't get it.
I
Yeah.
said very explicitly that no, you have no map of this area. This has not been touched in years, and nobody cares about it. It's derelict.
Okay. Swifter's
So
going to go ahead and he's going to keep an
Now,
eye
like
out.
at best,
and-
you could be starting to write up your own map.
Yeah, Swifter will start writing up his own map as well as keeping note of any notable places that they pass by, like say a manufactured showrooms, blah 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 blah. I'm just speaking out my ass.
Yeah,
etc.
you pass by various things that you probably note down in some way, shape, or form. Most of them are Mechanicus S symbols that mean different things, but you don't like you don't know how they signaled things with these. So there are a bunch of different symbols that mean different things, but you don't know what those meanings are to different areas and different corridors.
Could I get
Doc.
Could I get Doc to possibly assist me to see if he might know any mechanical knowledge in that sense?
Doc, considering your background, how much contact did you realistically have with the Mechanicus?
A little bit, but it's like, it wasn't. Are they Mechanicus? Yeah, they are technically Mechanicus guys, so not a ton, but a bit.
All right. I want you to give me a two disadvantage checks. They're for separate things, but two disadvantage intelligence checks.
Damn.
All right. You manage to pass them, but you don't have an excessive amount of information about this because this is you vaguely remember seeing some of these symbols here and there as you worked with these guys. Their exact meanings still elude you, but you have a vague idea of which symbols mean residential and which symbols mean weaponry and whatnot. Because they aren't obviously signposted. It's not like the Manufactorum part where guns and whatnot is a picture of a gun. It's nothing like that. It's like these
Mechanicum didn't do stuff easily.
Greekish kind of symbols or whatnot, Roman kind of symbol bullshit.
Yep.
So you can basically, as you're looking at this map and keeping track of the symbols that Swifter has done, Swifter moves over to Doc Corvus and he's just like, do you know what any of this shit means? And Doc Corvus, you're able to point out that this one means that that's where people lived, and this one means that that's where the guns were manufactured in this area before.
Yep.
Everything else is sort of eluding him. And so these are two passageways. I'll just, for the sake of it, give you guys a little... if you're up in this area, this is residential, and weapons is off to the east. And you guys would be basically for a scale down here.
I think it would probably be maybe in residential, but then again, there's a good argument for it being with guns, since that's where stuff is manufactured.
Well, his coffin shape and apparently does medical things, so I don't think would be in weapons.
I think it might have been ideally used for weaponry or type situations such as combat stims.
Well, if you guys are looking for a map, and without saying anything, Pixie just sends Sunkid into the air and just looks at the surrounding area through the camera of Sunkid.
All right, so you're trying to use him to scout out a little bit.
He's just giving us basically a bird's eye view of the area.
Get a lay of the land and see if anything sticks out from up high.
All right.
How big is the...
I believe you have a separate sheet for him, right?
Yeah, I do.
You know what? I'm just gonna move Sunkid into the last choice gang area because that makes more sense. But you can go ahead and pull that up and give me a perception to see how well his stuff is functioning as Sunkid, because it's Sunkid sensors and whatnot.
So, is the monitor on the control panel that you use for Sunkid?
Yeah, it's you know how a Nintendo
Switch
control, basically that.
I guess Manny would hound over, try to see as he's doing this to see if there's any kind of movement, if he was able to at all.
It's really grainy because there's a bunch of other shit in there.
That's basically what the perception does. The interference from stuff in the area and the darkness is making the sensors not work as well as you'd like.
Sounds worth a shot.
I mean, I still have like Sun Kid like anything that it does, like even if it's just like a layout of the land to help build a better map of where we are, might help. So,
Is it able to pick out any identifying, like any point of interests at least?
I mean, depends on what you consider a point of interest. Like we don't know where this thing is, so basically everywhere is a point of interest.
I've given you the like vague symbols that they're using in this area. I just drew them.
So, what I'm referring to as point of interest is like buildings that are significantly larger than others, or like a square that is
You see quite obviously a large manufactorum district down towards the weapons, and another large manufactorum district down towards the one immediately to your south, more so.
Right. Oh, what are we looking for? Like a drug?
You are looking for basically a hidden treasure stash.
His Archeotech is shaped like coffin.
Okay. Then we'd probably be looking like something secure, like a bank or some shit, right?
But at the same time, it could be hidden in plain sight. Mouse might have might have an idea, that residential idea.
Could also have been like a holy relic or something.
That too, Doc. That too.
It could be kept in a medical facility hidden away.
Hey, Mouse, do me a favor. Roll a perception with advantage.
With advantage? Alright. Because I've got George on high alert.
Yep.
Alright. Detection we are.
Yep, you
Great
are
success.
detecting just fine. You hear what sound like obvious claws scurrying, but they are like you know how rats sound. They don't sound like rats.
It's Skaven.
Like, there's something scurrying and kind of pointing in this direction.
And it's
think-
down towards the residential.
Hmm.
Well,
As you continue moving along in this area, you eventually reach this large open atrium area, and you sort of have like all these paths laid out before you. The scurrying sound was going on and off as you traveled up to this point, and it's still every now and then. It's just like distant and echoing.
It's like, I think we should at least try to check that out if we can.
I think we should engage and make sure it's not.
Hey guys, do we want to split up and all head to different places?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, split the party. That sounds great.
All right.
Yeah, I think Golas would want to hit the weapons.
Doc and Ray just hit the weapon. Let's go.
Might have better melt again.
So, are you actually splitting?
No.
No, but
You sure? It sounds like it's a really good idea.
Mouse is going to advocate for us checking out what the scurrying noise is before we start wandering around.
Yeah, we should make sure this place is definitely clear of any hostiles before we start. If there's any friendlies, definitely need to make contact, but hostiles we need to take care of so we're not ambushed.
Yeah, let's go. Like, Mouse will generally follow, kind of lead the group in towards the direction he keeps hearing it from.
The most common area is the residential quarter, from what you can gather. I mean, some of it is hard to detect at all times because there's so much echoing around here. It's basically a giant fucking echo chamber.
I mean, go where the bad guys are. That means you're going in the right direction, right?
Yeah,
Not all the time.
you see Pixie's microphone right now sounds accurate to what you guys sound like.
Alright, well, this is the only and best lead we've got right now. Residential district plus claw. It's something.
If
Go for that.
Mouse is able to point out the sounds when they happen, would it become easier to trace them, to track them?
You can very slowly keep track of the sounds, but I will say that because of the echoing factor, you can't always pinpoint them.
That's why I was asking, if we able to tell if one direction would be.
Mouse is basically getting prodded every now and then by George to indicate that there's some sort of thing going on, because George has an acute sense of hearing.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
But as far as like specific direction, it's not like George is saying it's coming from that way and pointing his snout in some direction or some shit. You just have a vague idea, like whenever it sounds notable enough that George is concerned, he'll prod Mouse. That's basically what you know, and he's like, the first time he was sort of like, the reason you know it's coming from residential is because most of the time when he's doing this, he starts to sniff the air and look towards that direction.
Well, I
Is
mean,
it?
Following Brett.
let's just head down and see what's what.
What's the light situation like? How's it? Is it dark or?
Oh, it's dark as shit. All the lights are
I
broken.
have infrared. I don't care.
Well, I have infrared and night vision.
Yeah,
Not
Mouse is
everyone does though.
Mouse is
Yeah.
absolutely fine. The rest of you, as far as
Yeah,
you're
maybe
traveling,
some of you should get upgrade.
Well, I have night effects. I'm fine. I'm speaking out for the rest of the party.
Yeah, maybe you'd be better if you could see in the dark.
You
you know?
basically by
Just
default
saying.
have some form of flashlight, but a lot of you have very limited vision range right now.
Hey, Doc, what's in this needle? Psst. Oh, it's a sedative.
It's that super sedative.
I'm just saying, would be better if you could see. Yes, would not need light to give away position.
Meh. I mean,
I
Bust up the
agree
light
with
once
Doc
we get
here.
in combat. Just stick close to us, and when something happens, we can bust out the light.
If there's one thing I have, it's good eyes.
And do you want to scout ahead?
I don't know. You keep screaming whenever you touch it.
Alrighty. So, how are you proceeding, by the way?
Carefully.
Manny will lead, and he'll take directions from Mouse. Because
Can you even fucking see?
I have night optics.
Oh, gotcha.
do we want to do stealth?
I was hoping to, but I got flashlights, so
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
we-
kind
like I
of
said-
hard to stealth when we have like
If-
massive lights.
We have.
I mean,
the
if
two
you guys decide to proceed stealthily, very easy, like as long as somebody with night vision is in front, you can lead the others, like relatively quietly, but you're still gonna have to make a stealth check for me.
Yeah, and Mouse can communicate with us non-verbally.
Yes, I can.
So,
That is a thing I can do.
Yeah, so I was thinking Mouse could lead from the back and have him point me where to go, and he can guide the two people who can't see in the dark.
Yes, let's do that.
Sounds
So
good to
what
me.
I want is, instead of having you all roll stealth, I'm gonna have Doc roll stealth at advantage. He is the worst by far.
Uh-huh.
Hey!
What? I think rolling really good decks this session. What the hell?
This is the session where we all die.
And that was the
He's
first
our
roll. You
boy!
didn't even need the advantage, it seems.
Yeah.
Wow, Doc doing well for once. At something that isn't completely and utterly stupid, like flying through and bopping someone over the head with some Tana.
Yeah, have some kind of.
Yeah, you are proceeding through this area very quietly and methodically. As you go forth, Manny leading the way, Mouse at the rear, letting you know whenever George prods Mouse, and you adjust accordingly to where you think he's trying to mention it is. I'm assuming your goal is to find the source of this, or
Determining
are you
if it's hostile or friendly.
yes.
Yes.
As well
you're
as that,
basically
yes.
slowly trying to find it, but you're also doing so stealthily. So you're going through all of this. As you proceed forth through this area, the occasional sound of just something finally rusting off, falling off, and making the area echo with the sound of it clattering against the ground. Mouse, you get a jab, the hardest jab from George in the side of your neck. And I'd like you to please roll me a... This one is based on vision, so you do not get advantage on it, but I would like Mouse and anyone else with night optics to roll me a perception check. Perception detection.
I have thermal. Would that work?
I'm gonna re-roll that.
Thermal, in this case, would not work, actually.
Infrared.
Now,
Bullshit.
I will not have advantage on this because it's within close range. correct?
Fuck.
No
Shit.
damage.
Okay. I will re-roll that.
We are rolling bad.
Fuck! Wait,
You
no.
rolled a
that was
persuasion, but it's
Yeah,
still a failure.
Yeah,
You
shit.
attempt to persuade the air to not. Do
I
things.
just yell at the darkness. Just stop, please.
I cast a matching missile at the darkness.
Shit. Well, we're dead, guys.
We'll be fine.
Rolling in GM roll in the background that chat will be able to see, but you won't.
Okay,
And
chat
I'm
then got
deciphering
it.
that based on the method I used before.
You guys
We're
are.
definitely
Hey,
alerted,
Doc Corbus!
Oh,
Roll me a luck dex check.
Oh no.
Look, Dex.
Oh no.
Oh my god!
I got the Dex today.
At the very last possible moment, you notice the heat signature of something off to the side, and you lean backwards as another one of these lashing things comes out, attempting to have taken a chunk out of you. I'm honestly surprised at how much you guys have avoided damage from these fucking things.
Mission
Are
pass,
you
plus respect.
That would that
I
then-
should not be succeeding all of these Dex rolls. I have 7 Dex.
Doc's
is
been
that
possessed
what
by
that's
an
been
evil
this
spirit.
entire time?
Yeah, Doc is getting some bullshit dex check luck right now. As you proceed further towards this residential area, you hear continued skittering sounds that have gotten significantly closer to the point that you don't need George to prod you to tell you that he's hearing this. You can all hear it with your normal human hearing.
yes, total normal hearing. We all have. Yes.
Yes.
What?
I mean, Pixie didn't see Doc dodge it because he can't see in the dark.
True.
And we don't want to make any noise about it because then we'll alert whatever's probably following us.
I think they've already been alerted because of the lash. That's my hunch.
I imagine the tentacle thing's already attacked more by motion than by actual sight.
Trevor.
Since, they're in a hole, they can't exactly see you.
Sounds are closer, but you are not under the impression that it's because they're approaching you.
It's because we're approaching them.
I mean, we still keep going, right?
Obviously.
Yeah.
You continue into the sector. It is still pitch dark and echoey as always, and the dust is caking this entire area up until you come to a door to what looks like, at best, Manny, you can tell that this is comparable to some sort of barracks. The door, one half of it is ripped open off of its hinges and lying on the ground in front of you, and the dust has been unsettled recently.
I'm gonna post up against the non-open door and look at Swift.
Swift nods and posts up on the other side of the door if he can feel for it.
And then, like, Mouse is straight up going to get into a sniper position, just kind of, just feel team, and is going to be, like, going on, like, are we sweeping the room in here?
Hold on, guys. I got this for a very specific reason. And Sun Kid goes Bravo 6 going dark and goes and starts to scout inside.
Alright. Sun Kid is going to go further inside of this area and begin to scout. I forget, did you get Sun Kid any specific optics that would help?
It has a flamethrower.
It has a giant light. Good enough.
Can he?
Like, it's like, Mouse does have the potential, since the optics are on his eyeball that he can remove. He can remove the eyeball and put it on Sun
Yeah,
Kid.
Jesus
take your eye to
Christ.
Sun Kid.
Jesus
This is
Christ.
basically what
Play-by-play.
happens, Pixie. You're like, yo, I
Funny
got this
eyeball.
for a reason. You tell Sun Kid to go dark, and he starts going inside, and you look at the feed for this, and it's a black screen.
Guys, I think I hit a wall. Everywhere I look, it's dark.
Did you try opening your eyes?
It's like Mouse says, like, on his comms, bring it over to me. I've got an idea. Just, Doc, hold my mouth shut.
And I disable stealth mode and I bring it back out.
Clap a hand over Mouse's mouth.
And I'm going to take my eye out and put it on Sun, like,
Jesus
into
Christ.
Sun
Roll me
Kid.
a constitution check to avoid screaming.
Does he
Can
put
I
it-
have advantage
Why the
with, like, him literally holding
You
my
can
mouth
have
shut?
a +2.
Okay.
My God.
Alright,
Please
so
tell
moving
me-
it up to 15.
I have an idea. I'm going to rip out my eyeball. Stick it on drone.
You
You
can put it
are
in the baby's
able to
eye.
avoid screaming. Your grunts are audible in a very short distance, and it doesn't seem to incite anything.
Okay.
As now
so
your eyeball is being held by one of the servo skull's manipulation arms.
Can't it just be placed in the eye socket?
I mean,
Oh my
yeah,
God.
that's some nightmare fuel, but yeah.
let's do that.
Considering
do
how
that,
much
why not?
energy is already nightmare fuel.
Why not? Let's do that.
Yeah.
We were already full nightmare fuel. Let's
We're
do
already
that.
on the board. We're already going through this.
Mouse is closing his other eye, so it doesn't like
Yeah.
so there's not disorientation. He only sees out of Sun Kid's eye.
Right.
So
It's your
he's
eye.
going to like over comms tell Pixie where he needs to go.
Alright, I start having Sun Kid in stealth mode again. Just
This is infrared and night vision.
yeah.
So, a lot of us have played Call of Duty Zombies, right?
Yeah.
Do you remember the fucking prison level in COD Zombies? Think we got the
Alcatraz! Mob of the Dead, yes.
Yeah, this place, Mouse, that's basically what you're seeing as you go through this place. You are seeing what looks like a massive fuck-off prison.
Yeah. Mouse is definitely going to over silent comms, like tell all of them this.
Oh, I need to roll time because I only have 3d6 minutes.
It looks like exactly like Mob of the Dead, basically. Let me get you like a basic thing, but instead of being as small of a roof as Mob of the Dead, the roof extends shit tons upward to the point that you can't actually see the end of it right now.
I tell Mouse, make it quick. I got like 3 minutes on the stealth.
It's like you're the one driving it, man.
I mean, you tell me where to go.
Like
I'm just giving you a timer.
there's endless stuff upwards. It's a prison. You could go anywhere. I don't know. I'll make sure you don't bump into anything.
Well, you stop me if you see anything interesting, and I just pointing in directions.
Roll me a detection -2.
All right. Let me put my perception down 2 for this roll, and
I will
Action, right?
great success.
All right.
real quick. I will whisper. Try to have Sun Kid back before the stealth runs out, just in case.
I mean, yeah, that's the plan.
Yeah.
I'm keeping I have a timer.
So, Sun Kid is moving up. Every now and then, Mouse indicates for Pixie to have him do a 180 spin to look around the area and whatnot. So basically what you can see is this massive echoey prison with this invisible nightmare from hell flying through it with Mouse's eyeball in it. Every now and then just like turning to the left, turning to the right, looking about. And at some point you see something that looks a little bit different than the rest of the surrounding area. About, I don't know, like 10 stories up, in a cell on the left side, you see that this is the only cell that is wide open for like a good deal of time. The rest of them have been clamped shut. You are assuming it's a Mechanicus sector. They can control this shit like remotely, so they closed all the doors before this place got abandoned. There's one cell wide open, and the dust has been disturbed.
It's like Mouse is like on the comms. All right, go this like kind of this much up, this much to the side. There's a cell that's open when all the rest of them are closed, and the dust has been recently settled. Need a better look.
I quickly hit the mute button on Sunkid so it doesn't go and then just goes in the room.
You climb up and you see this room, and you see some sort of symbol. It's a bit foreign to you. Mouse, you have no chance in hell of knowing what this is. I'll just tell you right now, so there's no point in rolling for it.
Can I at least try to describe it to Doc?
You can at least try to describe it in general.
All right. I will do that.
Can't he draw it since he's basically using one of his eyes and just tracing the shape?
I will get you guys something drawn real quick. Give me 1 second. I have to draw it in another layer so that it's not just like coming at you pieces at a time.
Demon host rats. Oh Christ.
That poor demon wound up in a rat.
He'll like open his other eye for a moment, grab a data pad, and just kind of draw out the symbol he's seeing. Like every once in a while, closing his eye to get a better view, and then drawing again.
You guys see, he describes basically this symbol.
The hell is that? Any off-roaders allowed to roll?
Off-worlders, yes. Swifter, you have. I'm gonna have to confirm something with you real quick to remember if you get this, but
Got some of that knowledge warp if that helps.
Also, that Inquisitor stuff, because you're like the right hand to an Inquisitor, right?
We don't know that.
We don't know anything.
Yeah.
Manny did manage to.
Yeah, what do you mean? He's not an Inquisitor. Where did
he's
you hear
just some
that?
dude.
I'm sorry, Mouse. You got to be executed for that. So you got to get a new character and all that. Swifter puts a bullet to your head.
Just
Summary execution, death by stub gun.
Yep. You spoiled it. You spoiled it.
It takes like 10 shots.
Alright. Yeah, so I want, Manny and Swifter to give me some sort of intelligence check.
Raw intelligence. This is going
this
to be...
fits. This is up for me.
Ew.
Swifter, this symbol looks vaguely familiar, and you remember it not being necessarily related to anything that you've worked on before per se, but you've heard talk about shit like this.
Okay. Interesting.
I will send you something private that you know, and it's up to you whether or not you divulge.
Will do. Considering that Mouse divulged my stuff, I'm not sure if I will divulge it to the party. Just saying.
But Manny knows exactly what you are.
Oh,
Necrons, isn't it?
Oh.
Are you sure you don't want to? Are you sure you don't want to divulge us so we don't TPK?
Oh.
From his reaction, does it look like this?
I feel like he's just doing
What do you
it.
mean from his reaction?
From his
What do you mean?
No, it does not look like that.
Okay.
I feel like Sponge is just doing that just to hype up what he was told, and it's actually just nothing.
Yeah, fair. Quite likely.
Swifter is going to go ahead and it's going to say, we need to leave now.
We can't leave. We have Sarah Queen's
Mouse?
thing to take care of.
Swifter's going to grab you by the your jacket. We need to leave now.
A little insight.
You can roll insight.
No, I'm trying to have him give some insight as to what.
Can explain why
I don't
it's bad.
Yeah, I don't know how you think things work in Necromunda, but you can't just say "let's go now" and everyone agrees.
All right.
By this time, I'm assuming stealth is starting to run out. So
Yeah,
At this point, so I'm going to assume that Pixie, when Swifter starts to say this stuff, at least starts to retreat him mildly, right?
Sunken starts heading back out due to the stealth about to run out.
You're running out. You're on your way back. Sunkid's able to make it back just in time before the stealth runs out.
And Mouse takes his eye back and puts it back in the socket.
All right, listen to me good. In my previous line of work, before I joined you guys, I've used to seen a lot of shit. And, well, seen one group of Xenos that I'd rather not see again.
Would everyone please give me a perception detection?
Advantage, it's sound-based as well?
You can go ahead and do that, Mouse.
What about from? It'd probably be normal again for me as well.
It's normal
What-
for the rest of you.
Alright.
He has a very specific thing that
I'm going to reroll because
I'm also re-rolling.
Actually, Manny, you can add a +2, so yeah, you succeeded 11 out of target 14 for that.
Would
because-
infrared help at all here?
Nope.
I think I can see through walls.
Great success.
Mouse,
2 out of
you now
17.
can hear that sound, and George hides in your armor.
It's like,
The
Okay,
sound is
yeah.
coming closer to you.
did he say a specific word?
do
It's a
I know the
Xenos.
general direction it was coming from? With
Yes.
that too, I immediately ready my rifle and point it in that direction.
We need to go.
The answer to the direction that's coming from is yes.
Oh, fuck, we need to run.
Okay, get out the melter. What is alien? What is Xenos?
What is this?
It's like circle
And
formation.
as
now.
this
Yeah, you can run away
happens,
from.
as you all ready your weapons, Swifter, Corvus, Manny, Mouse, and Pixie, you
I
hear
could've
a
rerolled
sudden
it.
shrieking noise. And that is where we will end off for today.
Ah,
What the crap?
what is Xenos? Zach wants to know.
I think we're about to find out.
You will find out in character next session.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say, we're about to find out.
Mm-hmm.
And with that, thank you everyone for joining us. Lovely.
We're about to find some crew.